This is an important message to keep Aboriginal people safe.
And this message is probably important one to keep everybody safe one.
You ever play roulette?
On occasion.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Always bet on black.
They want to ban straws. Has anybody ever tried those paper straws? They're not working too good, right? They want to ban straws. I said, well, you know, I've had.
I'm retarded?
And guess what? The first frost, you know what was happening? It had to put on their windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. And why can't for the longest time, Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
Let me tell you a story.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm a coke addict. Total coke addict.
No, I don't recognise that.
We're producing more varieties of cheese than the French. We import 2/3 of our cheese. That is a disgrace.
Someone has to grip this moment and make the right decisions.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
I've told you a bit about my story, but I'm running to be our next Prime Minister because it's your stories that matter most. Your futures.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for the questions. Very good to see you.
Which is where my balls typically end up.
From the totally real country of Australia, I bid you all good evening, good morning, or good day, as the case may be. Across these many, many time zones, this is the pre-stream. My name is Thermo, and we're here to talk about the newsy stuff from this week. From Lawtube to Lolcows, from 4chan to Forbes, we'll have a look back at some of the news from the past week and figure out if too much cringe is actually fatal. Welcome to my regulars, Tim,
howdy,
and of course, Catnip Dave.
Hey. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Dave, his mask on.
This is a good one today.
We're gonna, it's gonna be good.
So let's jump straight into it. Apparently, things got hot in the UK this week.
Laughs in Queenslander.
Yes, laughs in Australian.
Oh fuck! It's slightly above average.
40 degrees was enough. What was the record? Unprecedented 40 degrees. I think the last time they had a 40-degree day was like this 1917 or something like that.
I didn't know they sold plastic pools in Britain.
That's not
that
possible.
Surprises me too. So clearly they went to the middle aisle at Lidl.
Isabel
plastic pool.
Oh, so she's Scottish, so she's completely used to the cold. That makes sense.
So yes, the Extinction Rebellion retards took full advantage. So this is out the front of the Murdoch headquarters, and they proceeded to break the fucking windows,
as you do,
which is hilarious. Because
what is the reason for this?
Well, it was an incredibly hot day, and according to Extinction Rebellion, the reason it was an incredibly hot day is because Rupert Murdoch.
Oh, well, I mean, sure, like let's hang them, but why?
Well, it's because they're fucking they're climate protesting retards.
Oh wait! A scientist is explaining to us.
Oh, he's a scientist. Well, hang on. We have to. Give me a second. I will share that. We must hear from the scientist. Hashtag trust the science.
Hi, are you okay to explain why you've taken action here today?
Hi, yes. So, it's the.
I fucking hate England so much.
Temperatures are breaking records in the UK and across the world. This is causing people are dying, and you would hope that newspapers would take responsibility for giving the public information that they need to keep themselves safe. And News UK have consistently been printing articles like we see here of people like happy in the sun and like women in bikinis and totally making light of the situation. They're absolutely not providing people with the information that they need. Ultimately, we
might
need
go fire up my
to
wood
stop
chipper.
using fossil fuels as quickly as possible because this situation is escalating.
Are we sure this isn't Richard Ayoade in brown face? He sounds just like Moss from the IT crowd.
It could
sounds like a Richard E. retard.
Yeah, and who wants to tell him that women in bikinis are hot and that people actually like being in the sun?
There were
who likes being in the
it
sun?
wasn't here, but there were people who were pointing out that by smashing that glass, they have contributed massively to climate change because that's not just any glass, that's reinforced glass, which takes a shit ton of carbon to make.
Yeah, what do they think glass is made out of?
Yeah,
like it's,
literally
sand. It's literally
you need to melt sand, which requires energy.
How much coal do you need to melt sand?
Well, exactly. It's absolutely retarded.
But what is sand actually made out of? It's silica.
Yeah,
it's full of carbon by definition.
I mean, what is sand?
Stone.
These were
I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
these were impressive before and after pictures. Though now that I look at them again, I can't really.
Oh shit! They look exactly the same. Weird.
It's definitely drier, though. As an Australian, I'm just like, okay. So
isn't that England? Where is
the
that?
green has disappeared. This is England. So this is France.
Yeah. Hey, we just had a big argument with Alex about Kent, and now
this is Normandy. I think this is Normandy down here.
No. Normandy's farther south. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
south of this.
I'm pretty sure one of these beaches is
south of that point. I'm pretty sure.
Beach or
south
something.
of that. Yeah. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain it's south of that point that you're circling right now.
So yeah. Oh, look, this white stuff just disappeared.
That is Guernsey, I believe. No. Yeah, that's Guernsey. That's like Guernsey, Jersey.
Oh yeah, these islands. Yeah.
Yeah, Mont Saint Michel around there.
So yeah.
So what's the difference in the timestamps on this?
Oh, that was a year apart, I think.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Oh no, this wasn't a year apart. I saw a year apart, but this is the 11th of July versus the 19th.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. I'm confused.
Oh, it's just much drier. A lot more of the green has disappeared. So, but they're NASA photos, so they're probably rigged.
One has clouds and one doesn't. I don't get it.
But they're going to get to experience an Australian summer. oppressive fucking heat, followed by a fucking immediate thunderstorm that doesn't fucking stop.
They're not going to have critters crawling into their beds and stabbing them with their fucking fangs.
It's that Australian experience they won't have.
Yeah, that's unique.
But yes, traditional Australian summers.
They don't have to fight a kangaroo on their doorstep.
Are hot as fuck throughout the day. and in the evening will be an incredible thunderstorm will blow through and won't make anything colder.
It sounds
It'll
pretty
just
good.
Make
actually.
everything far, far moister.
Muggier.
Moist. Oh, God damn it. It wasn't a subscriber article before.
Private window with Tor, archive.is. Get around those fucking
Whatever.
paywalls.
Anyway, climate modelers say that they're getting another one next month. So,
of course.
Rip the English. I don't know how many people died. They said something like 30,000 people were going to die across Europe.
Wouldn't that be a pandemic?
No.
I don't know if it's a pandemic if 30,000 people die from heat. So, yes, that was England this week. They wouldn't shut up about the weather. So, I don't know what the weather's like over in the US.
Hot.
Have you guys been melting?
I was gonna say this is like it's like Texas. Like Texans and Floridians are just laughing because they're basically the same as Queensland.
Arizonans are laughing and dodging bullets.
Them too. Well, yeah. Coming from the southern border.
Coming from the police. So, yeah. Are you guys not too hot?
Not really.
No, fine. I mean, I'd rather die than be hot, but yeah, I'm okay.
How hot do your winters get over there? Summers.
In Michigan,
Wherever you guys are, I know how it is in the south. But
me and Dave are probably about the same in temperature-wise. We're all on the lakes that my country claims, but essentially the hottest average is about mid-80s to low 90s. Well,
Yeah, it was 90 today.
Yeah, so like 35 is a hot day for you guys.
I gotta look it up.
35 Celsius is kind of hot.
In
But it's
California,
not 40. No way.
Yeah.
it
Well,
reaches
and-
about 105 to 119 sometimes.
Yeah.
You never had 119 in Pennsylvania.
Not
I mean,
really.
maybe. But I don't believe that.
80 Fahrenheit is 26 degrees. 26, 27 Celsius. Like barely above room. 105 is 40 and a half. Yeah,
Yeah,
105,
that's hot.
105 is the nasty shit.
Yeah, 105.
No, look, I'm trying to find a thing, but I'm now in some. Give me a minute.
105 here
Had
is
summer
a hot
where
day.
You could literally cook steaks.
The
on
Brits are
rock.
having 105 right now for the Americans in the stream.
I
The
could
Brits are
steak
suffering through
on a rock.
105 Fahrenheit.
Do they
I
actually
didn't
get
use any fire, just put it on the rock.
I thought they only had like 38 Celsius was their high.
No, their high was like 40. I don't think.
Which is normal for me, but for Britons, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty hot for them, but it only lasts like 2 days.
Yeah. They don't have 3 months of the shit.
Yeah. Now we're pretty much 30. Hold on, 30, 38. Tops we ever get here is basically about 38 to 30. 30.
So
29.
according to their weather records, their top in England is 40.3 Celsius or 104.5 Fahrenheit, and that was on the 19th. So,
yeah, the basically tops we hit is around about 103 Fahrenheit. This is the tops we've had in probably 10 years. Average for summer is about 84 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm not doing the work. I tried. I couldn't do it. I'm drinking too much beer. So, y'all can figure out your weird Celsius, which is a terrible system because it's not accurate. It's just it's just not good.
yes, you should all be using Kelvin.
Yep.
It's even worse, and you know it.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah,
Because this is Tim, you might have left.
Hey, it's a balmy 300 degrees here right now. So
the point is, like, between my 68 and 69 degrees Fahrenheit, you guys have like it's the same temperature. It's like 60 degrees. You go like, oh, this is 60 degrees. Like, no, there's like 4 separate degrees. I can feel every single one of them motherfuckers. And you guys are like, no, it's 1 degree.
yeah,
No,
but
it's
the
not.
difference between 22 and 28 is
Huge.
not a great deal unless you start factoring in humidity.
Yeah, humidity is the true killer.
In Fahrenheit.
Yes, we'll use Rankine for temperature units.
Yeah, tier list incoming.
Temperature unit tier list. Onto our next story. This fucking king. How do you say his name? Is it Alicia?
Nobody knows.
Elijah.
Everyone's just shortening it to Eli, and I'm fine
Eli.
with that.
Yep. So I saw the name and thought, wow, black man.
I thought it was
just
either
because
a black man or just a woman.
The tradition in the black community to name their kids normal names spelled the most ridiculous way possible.
No, he's just a good son, just a good religious Indianan boy.
Him, 22 years old. Started constitutional carrying on the 1st of July when the law in Indiana changed.
That name is not normal. It's just not. I can't.
The way it's spelled is not normal.
The way the name is normal, I'm sure.
I don't think so. I really need a real hard answer on this.
I think it's just pronounced Elijah, but it's a stupid spelling.
But it shouldn't be because it's retarded. It really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I've never seen it spelled that way.
But so this shooter, this fucking weirdo who, of course, is probably set on his path by the feds.
I just call him Eli. He's Eli.
Eli.
It's King Eli.
Elisha Dickens.
So yes, the shooter went into the shopping center and apparently he went to the bathroom and sat in the bathroom for an hour.
Yep.
Came out, started shooting. So the guy left the bathroom, shot and killed one person, then fired into the food court and hit 2 people. Fired some more shots into the food court and wounded another person and a 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Eli's pulled his concealed carry and fired 10 shots at this guy from 40 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And hit him 8 fucking times.
8 out of 10. Yep.
8 out of 10.
King of my man.
Insane. So this is the new Dickon drill. So for concealment, fire 10 rounds at 40 yards within 15 seconds into a full-size USPSA target. At least 8 rounds must be on target to pass. A hit factor of 1.25 or above to pass. Must shoot cold. With exception of 0 confirmation, can shoot from supported cover, but add 3 seconds to time for hit factor calculation.
Yeah, because he braced himself. He pushed his girlfriend out of the way, draw down, braced himself against like a wall or something, and then popped them off 8 shots, 10 shots, and then hit 8, and then absolute fucking king.
Everything I've read has been like, how the fuck did he do this? Like, I saw someone had like a target at
regular
40 yards, and it was just this red dot at range.
At that point, without using a red dot or anything like that, if you're just using your normal sights, this is Rittenhouse level accuracy. Because remember, the Rittenhouse actually missed. He missed jump kick man. He missed jump kick man. He's actually got he fired 2 shots at jump kick man. He shot everyone else and hit them on target. Eli's more accurate than Rittenhouse was.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
At longer range.
Yeah.
With a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
So it was 40 yards. Right?
40 yards, which is about 37 meters. So
Yep. For those of us who speak in feet, that was 120 feet.
Yep. Yeah.
That was at the very high, close to high advanced shooting. Just hitting the person.
Yeah, that's an impressive shot.
That is trained accuracy, and as the cop, the cop said, he had no police or military training.
Yep.
Not that fucking means anything. They all can't fucking shoot.
Well, if
But
he
was
had
taught-
police training, he would have pissed himself and ran away.
That's right. Yeah, but he was taught to shoot by his grandfather. You know, he was trained to shoot, just not by the approved powers that be. So
I read he came from like he was at the range earlier in the day.
Yeah, which would make sense. Regular practice.
This is what I saw. So this is an
I saw
artist
that
rendering
too.
of what Eli would have seen and what he would have hit.
Yep, the red
This
dot
guy
right
came
in
out
the-
of the fucking bathroom, opened
Mhm.
fire, and Eli dropped him like a fucking sack of potatoes. So I think I think it said the guy like. So he obviously fucking ran away, and he got back
He got
into the
bled out,
bathroom before and
yeah.
then collapsed. Yep. So
Mhm.
good guy with a gun saves the day.
But
That's a hell. It is an impressive
But-
shot. Like
Rip
how many
that narrative.
You guys ever shot pistols before? Like legitimately?
Yeah.
Rifles are easy. Pistols are fucking hard.
That's exactly right.
Well, you don't have
I've
any
never
brace-
shot rifles,
shot with pistols.
but everything I've heard about it is the point because rifles more powerful.
Yeah,
the rifle's more powerful. It travels farther, but because they are longer, they're easier to aim, and because
Yeah.
bullets travel faster, they're more accurate by nature. They
Not-
have less
not just
recoil.
that,
But like a 223 has
it's
less
how you
recoil than your
hold a
handgun.
rifle compared to a pistol. When you're holding a pistol, you're properly holding it, you essentially have both hands next to each other.
Yeah,
that doesn't give you the same support as shoulder firing a rifle. It gives you a lot of stability.
Yeah, because you can shoulder the rifle, and depending on how you use your forehand, your front hand to grip wherever you grip that helps stabilize the barrel as well. And rifles have recoil management things like buffer tubes.
Yep.
That pistols do not have, unless you're putting a brace onto your pistol, which
That'll get you in trouble with the ATF
borderline illegal nowadays. But I mean, yeah, hitting that shot with a pistol is just absolute fucking miraculous work.
I think it's interesting how the difference between how shooters are treated. Like Rittenhouse is like this kid's a hero, dead set.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He defended himself and others.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Rittenhouse, who's dragged through the courts for defending himself and potentially others. Let's be clear, fucking Jojo was going to take his gun. And what do you think he was going to do with it?
He'd have killed Kyle at least. I'm not sure.
Oh, he'd have killed Kyle and probably would have shot some other people.
It's possible. I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure that he would have, but either way, I don't fucking care. That's not the point of the game. The point is this man was a fucking monster, and he fucking got killed trying to find out, and that's all there is to it.
But neither of them should have had guns in the first place.
Oh well, it was a gun-free zone.
I know.
So,
it wasn't a gun-free zone. It was
According
just
to the
a
mall, it
complex.
was. But
according to the mall has gun-free.
What mall? There was no mall anywhere near there.
No, not for Rittenhouse.
No, the Indiana shooter. Yeah.
It's
Eli,
part
King Eli.
Yes, the mall was
the
part of
mall. Okay,
Snyder's,
yeah.
which has concealed
Yeah,
carry.
well, fuck that. This guy saved whatever.
He had to break the mall rules in order to save
scat
people.
all over the Democrat agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently, if we just brought in more laws, then the bad guy would never have had a gun in the first place, which is
How could he have got a law if he could follow the
insanity.
laws? How could he have done this thing?
He was already breaking the law. Breaking the law. I don't think any.
Yep.
Well, there is, of course, the way New York treats people.
This was fucking
where if
disgusting.
you defend yourself from a robber who will probably beat the shit out of you,
Mhm.
you get dragged, you get fucking sent off to fucking Rikers. They sent this guy to fucking Rikers Island for God's sakes.
Yep. He's been released though. Jose
He's
Alba.
been released.
But he
The
should
charges
never
have been dropped.
should never have been arrested in the
Never
first
should have
place.
been charged in the first place.
Eric Adams agreed that he should never have been arrested. But the
Yeah.
DA is the one who went rogue and pushed charges against him.
Yeah, same DA.
Yep.
What happens in New York? Or no, it's not the same DA. That wasn't in Manhattan. Yeah, but also in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Try to attack someone running for governor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no problem. Off you go, on your way.
Yep. Get released.
Like
And
New
then
York's
the
fucking
guy comes
shit,
out and says, "Oh, it wasn't meant to be anything political. I didn't know who he
I
was.
didn't even know who that was. I'd had some scotch. Like what?
No. I'm done taking prisoners with those people.
Let's have a look at some more good guys with guns.
Mhm.
The wrong types of good guys with guns.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, this one was hard.
So, meanwhile, so standing outside the fucking door.
Yep. That's the guy who was looking on his phone.
That's Mr. Punisher.
Yep. His wife had been shot.
Yep.
She's in the room.
Oh, hey, she's getting shot.
Hey,
oh,
she said
yeah,
she's been shot.
And then they, instead of kicking down the fucking door.
Yep.
Apparently, the door was also like fucking 70 feet away from where they were.
Yeah. But they were
I'm gonna go get my wife. Oh, wait, no, bro. But maybe not.
No, bro.
Okay. She might
It's
have fucked
okay.
him that man, so
She's fine, man. It's all good. It's all good.
No. Yeah. Yeah,
Hold me back, bro.
they let him
Hold me
away.
back.
They took his gun from him. Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
To play
There's
devil's
nothing that needs to be more
advocate,
angry
though,
than that fucking story.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
every police officer for the last 2 to 3 years has been vilified, demonized, and assaulted just for being cops. Ever since the Chauvin thing and the Summer of Love, every cop has been shown that they're not allowed, that they shouldn't be at a crisis situation, because if they are, there's going to be a riot that does even more damage than them not stepping in. I'm not saying what the people at Uvalde are correct. The police officers are correct in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying, once you start, yes, there's a culture of bad behavior with the cops, but it doesn't change anything if you spend years in reinforcing that they shouldn't be doing this shit.
That is the point. If you piss them off enough, they will deliberately stop responding.
Yeah, I think the difference is this isn't. We're not talking about a liberal.
We're not
state.
talking about that. No,
We're
this
talking
is
about
just
Texas.
gross incompetence.
I get it.
Yeah.
I
Like,
get
if-
that.
I could totally accept that if this was a school in Minneapolis.
Yeah. This is in Texas, though.
But this is
understand.
fucking Texas.
I can't accept this anywhere in the fucking world. Like, this is absolutely unacceptable.
Oh no, I mean I can accept the argument that they were gun shy.
This is where we
If,
really.
if this was happening in Minneapolis,
It's like men
But
aren't men.
this is Texas. Like I expect these guys to be gung ho.
Point is no longer like, oh well, like, do I do a thing? Like, as you, as a person, as a man, somebody who gives a shit. Like, your job is I'm a policeman now, right? Or I'm a cop.
The problem is, if that dude whose wife was shot barraged in there, he probably would have been shot by the other cops.
What do you?
They would have shot him.
No, I want to take that chance. I want to take that fucking chance.
I agree to take that chance.
If I'm that
If my wife's in there dying,
He should have
my
kicked
wife's
the door
in there
down
shot,
himself, and then
I'm going in.
He should have kicked the door down himself. His wife is in it. He should have just gone.
And
but it is
cop-
also
and the other
it's a
cops
real risk that the other cops are just
should have let
they
him.
would have just they should have let him do it. But the
If
other
they
cops
think
also
they're
probably
too
would have.
afraid, follow the order to shoot that man as he's running down the fucking.
I think they
run
would
down
have.
that
If
corridor to
they
get his wife.
they turned him away.
It doesn't
if they-
even make sense though.
If they're
Like,
willing
what-
to turn him away, I think they're willing to shoot him in the back too.
No, I don't know the benefit.
I think they would have tased him.
There's
I don't
no
think they
benefit
would have
to
shot
it.
him.
I'm not saying it's a
They
rational
would have
decision.
restrained him. And I'm
Well,
sorry,
there's no
guy
benefit.
grabbing me
It's
by
a
the
guy
neck.
with a gun running away from cops. I think they probably would have
But
done
he's
something
also
to.
a cop, so they're
I know.
he's not gonna shoot
I'm not
that.
saying any of this is rational. Because look, we're talking about 400 people who stood aside. None of them were thinking rationally. Like,
because they're cowards and they're cucks.
they arrested parents who tried to go in there by themselves as well. Like, these are people who are not thinking rationally. These are people who just are standing aside, who have admittedly come out and said they felt like cowards because they were
Because they
being
are.
told to stand by, but none of them had the balls to just say, no, fuck you, we're going
Because they
in.
are cowards.
Exactly right. They're all cowards. They should all be fired. Every single one of them who showed up that day should be fired and arrested.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Absolutely,
think about it.
every single one of them.
If you
And
live,
the chief of police should have something more severe to him done that I won't say on YouTube.
Put him to the Minecraft.
if you live in
Not
Uvalde,
even-
like,
Yeah.
how the fuck
If
do
you
you
live in-
call the police now?
Leave Uvalde. Move
This
out
is
of
America
Uvalde.
forever. Police are always the saying is when seconds counts.
Yeah, when
police are
seconds
minutes
count,
away.
police are minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
This
exactly.
is the reason you have
And when,
guns.
and when they show up, well, they don't do anything.
They're also going to arrest you for killing the guy who broke into your house, which is fun.
You know, they'll do that down under here. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Minneapolis, there was a shooting in Minneapolis.
Another day in Minneapolis. Oh, this one. Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
So after a 6-hour standoff between an armed black man and police, they finally shot him. The sniper actually took him. He he apparently went like he wouldn't refuse to drop his gun and was approaching police. So the sniper
Body
sniper
cam
took
is
him
out
down.
for this one.
Yeah,
This-
body cam is out for this
Every
one.
other
This one
Doesn't include the actual shooting.
No, you can't actually see him being shot. You can hear the sniper shots go off. There's body cam. So this is the one where the BLM protesters we're protesting the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor,
I'll let you go further into it. Yeah.
Poor Techley. What the fuck kind of name again? With the
That is a
black-
nickname. His real name was Andrew.
Is Andrew.
Sundberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, this is of course Ben Crump. Always fucking Ben Crump. Like this is a situation that is only ever inflamed by race grifters like Ben Crump.
Mhm.
Like this guy, like he was having a mental health crisis and he was loving an artistic 20-year-old. Like what the
His
fuck?
parents were saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. His parents
Like,
came out.
this is how it ended.
Yeah. Yeah. Andrew
Didn't
was
drop the
adopted,
gun.
by the way.
That he had
Yeah.
fired a number of times. I think like they don't even have the count of the number of times he fired. He had to have reloaded. He fired. He was apparently fixated on a neighbor across the hall.
Yes, there's footage. So there's body cam footage of
one where
the police showing up and extracting the woman and her children from the apartment because he's down the hallway, firing down the hallway at them as the police are there trying to cover her.
Yeah.
And get her out. So,
like, I legit have no idea.
Is this the one where she's standing out there arguing with the BLM people?
Yes, she's the victim here. They are protesting.
You're
his
alive,
death.
though. Like, are you fucking?
Yeah, you're alive. Shut up.
Some people deserve to die. Motherfucker deserve to die.
Yep. Yep, and shot comes through this door very soon. Right. Yeah.
Probably about.
Yeah, there we go. There will be a shot coming through the door very soon.
Police!
Here we go. 1.
Police! Police department!
There we go.
Yeah.
Shots fired! Shots
Now she's in there.
Yep.
Just on the right through that door. That's where her
Shots fired
apartment
inside the
is.
door stairwell.
But he's firing from the end of the hallway through the
They're
door.
shooting through the door.
I saw this on Matt Christensen this morning.
Yeah.
Upstairs! Don't shoot the cat!
That cat has no chill.
Yeah,
I hate love cats for that reason. It's just so fucking
Cat's like, where do I go?
Yeah.
Cat's like, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
He's heard you. He's fucking heard you
Come
guys.
on, stay back! Stay back!
Yeah,
Close the
stay the
door!
fuck inside.
What the fuck kind of? God, they're so shit at tactics. I hate police. Hey, you guy, you might be the guy, but you don't have to guys to go back in.
Outside, hey! You guys
the
stay
guy,
here.
you don't
Stay
know.
everybody else.
Cat lives matter.
That's the woman. That's Arabella. That's the woman. That's the mother.
Who's doing that?
Shots fired! Active shooter on the north side! Where are you? What room do you see?
They're so shit.
Honestly, I'm surprised they were actually, I'm not surprised that they were this patient.
That sounded like a gunshot from one of the police. Honestly.
No, that was a gunshot from him.
Yeah, the cops have not fired yet.
The cops haven't fired a round.
It sounded close. Like,
The cops will not. The cops fire their first round at 4 a.m.
Yeah, they negotiated. They sat around. This goes on for 6 hours.
Like she was saying that he was shooting into her apartment. Where's
So there's pictures of her the door to her apartment, and it just has bullet holes in it.
Yeah,
and the
she
wall
left the fucking door
inside her
open.
apartment.
Go to see the.
She
opened up
was
when
trying
the
to get
cops
out.
Yeah.
She
He's
thought the
down the
police were
hallway
there.
shooting towards the camera here. Her kids are in the brown door in the apartment there. Earlier on, we didn't see it, but earlier on, he had walked up to her apartment and started firing into it with the door closed.
Yeah.
And then she's called the cops. The cops have rugged up here. He's back down like the door on the left. That's his apartment. And he's in there and then peeking out and shooting at the cops down the hallway. Basically he was stalking the neighbor and her kids and all that. And then eventually, But the cops have not. There's the kids coming out.
Oh, there's a little baby.
I want to point something out about the narrative.
Cops have not fired.
Meanwhile,
fuck.
Yeah, two kids.
Here is a fucking bullet hole in the door. Here is a bullet hole in the door.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so they got the baby, the boy, and the kid. And now they go in.
So this is the door here. This is his apartment.
That's such shit tactic. What is this? They grab a man's head? What is this?
Put him down, get down, so I don't shoot you.
Checking to make sure there's no ricochet damage to the scalp. He's checking to make sure that the other guy is okay.
No, he's well clear of that.
You don't know, like you do.
If you ever shot.
Why don't you come out your apartment door with your hands up?
It's not the damage of the bullet ricocheting and hitting the person. It's literally the pieces of whatever the bullet is hitting can still strike the head.
Breaking off. Because that's a metal door.
Yeah, that should be a long way away from what you're shooting. You're not shooting point blank. That's not how that works.
So
I don't know what that was.
is
That was some dumbass fucking training
hanging
thing.
on his balcony for some fucking reason.
Not anywhere.
I think he's actually on the phone.
He's on the phone to his parents at the moment.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, his parents are there. They're telling him to come out and talk to negotiators.
This is 4 a.m.
Yeah.
This
The
looks
cops
like
have been
the
there
end of
since
the world.
9:40.
What is that deep blackness on the left? What is this?
This is darkness.
It's 4 a.m.,
This
dude.
is called nighttime.
Sure, but we're just on with a weird catwalk? What is happening?
We're outside the building.
They're outside.
He went up to the roof or something like that.
This is his balcony, his window.
That's right. That's the balcony of his apartment. And there are snipers posted up on the left of the camera.
Over this side, yeah.
It's a big fucking balcony.
Yep.
For a murderous weirdo who's very small.
Yeah.
That's a lot of balcony.
And
I want to point
We're
something
done?
out.
What? I thought, is he die or does he fall?
No, you don't see the shooting.
You don't see the shooting. You do hear the sniper shots go off. In other
died?
footage, he was taken out by the snipers. Yes.
Yeah, sniper took him out.
Yep. Whoa,
This is
Dave.
being
You robot
talked
there,
about. Neither things were correct, but
Hi, Dave.
Dave, you just dropped out.
Hello, Dave.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay. I just want to point out that what's the big difference between the Uvalde shooter and this shooter?
There were no kids in the
one
room.
killed a lot of kids and one didn't.
Cops actually did something.
Right. But
Well,
there-
I guess the fundamental difference is
people are talking about the shooter like he was a victim. He was mentally unstable. You should protect him and this, that,
Yeah,
and the other.
his parents pushed that narrative.
Yeah. His parents and Ben Crump.
And then people grabbed onto it, like Ben Crump, instead of no, fuck that. Everyone who does this shit is wrong. It doesn't matter what their skin color is. It doesn't matter what their affiliation is. They should all be wrong and vilified equally.
His parents have done interviews and everything, and they're pushing the mental health narrative. They're also pushing the argument that he was not armed when he was shot because they haven't produced any evidence of the gun itself. You'd have to expect us to believe that, one, we didn't see that bullet hole coming through the door. You'd expect us to believe that we didn't hear those gunshots, and you'd have to expect us to believe that that the woman herself put those bullet holes in her apartment herself.
Yep.
Like the parents are pushing the argument that he was not armed when the snipers took the shot. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I've said this before.
I'm just upset that the BLM even thought it would be correct to.
He's a black kid who got shot.
At this point, if you're black and you're shot, BLM will show up for you.
No, and that's what I'm pointing out.
Yeah,
it could be the Uvalde situation could be exactly the same, but if the shooter was black, there would be at least one or two people.
The Uvalde shooter was Hispanic,
championing his side of the cause.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if you're Hispanic or Asian. You have to be black.
Yeah, only black lives matter.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Again, this shooter was 20 years old. So how is he lawfully possessing a handgun?
In Minnesota.
It's weird. It's like they don't follow the fucking laws. It's weird,
right?
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's the same. Yeah, it's okay. He was a good boy.
Yeah, he was a good boy. He
adopted from Ethiopia. He had a long future.
Didn't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Weirdly, my favorite black people I've ever met were from Nigeria.
They should shut this shit down.
Yeah, they should.
They were the best people I've ever met. They were super nice, but they smelled terrible. But
I am done with these crowdfunders funding murderers.
Yep.
And not removing these campaigns when the police actually pursue charges or come out with official reports.
Yep.
Oh, look at him.
I'm so sick of it. Pardon?
So, they shut this one down pretty quick, quicker than they normally do.
They'll gladly capitulate to being shut down by a government that doesn't care about their workers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So for a while, it was the other way around. This is the woman whose house is now a crime scene, who has nowhere to stay.
It was the mother was the one pushing the protesters, by the way.
Yeah. How awful her life is.
So mercifully, it went the other way, and her goal was met.
Good.
Yeah. So,
but the mother was the one pushing the protesters, and the mother came out and said, "Oh, if we knew that she was still living here, we would never have shown up.
Yeah,
we would never have showed up if we knew that she was still living in this house." Like
bullshit.
The narrative spinning is this is the mother and the father. So apparently he was adopted from Ethiopia. I want to say.
Yeah, it was Ethiopia. Yeah, this family has biological and adopted children. They're a big adopting family, caring family. But
that's the mother and the father.
You can tell by looking at these people just how fucked up they actually are.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was in a mental health crisis. He needed help.
Cindy Sundberg's son, Tekle, was fatally shot by Minneapolis police
You can't even
on
fucking
her birthday.
stand up and say
Tekle
about
died
how your
Thursday morning
retarded son
around
that you
4:30
ruined
following a
destroyed the world.
Tekle died Thursday morning.
Tekle was rightfully executed.
6-hour standoff at his South Minneapolis apartment.
The police are portraying it, and
Her
the mayor
and the
is
simp
portraying
ass
it
husband on
like
the right who's not saying a fucking thing because he's a fucking simp coward.
Yep.
This is the reason the world's ending right here.
The
This
police
picture.
are portraying this as a self-defense shooting.
He didn't do nothing wrong. Like, why would he be wrong? He had a hard life, and I never taught him that. Like, actually gets fucking worse.
Yeah.
Elaborated, and the police were all kind and loving to our family as they tried to help Tekle.
Kind and loving
That is a
police.
lie. They were not.
Mark and
Has
Cindy
anyone ever
adopted
known that
Tekle
to
from
be real?
Ethiopia when he was 4. He was raised alongside 8 siblings. The Sundbergs say they believe if it were one of their biological children having a mental health crisis, the outcome
6
would
blacks.
be different.
Bullshit.
No, we're the biological children. None
if-
of them look like biologicals.
If one
Oh,
of
the
the
white one does.
if one of
The
the,
white kids
these the white ones are the
Oh,
white
the
one
long haired
looks like-
dude, the long haired guy. No, that looks like his mother. Totally looks like his mother. Same
Yeah,
smile.
it does.
That one does.
the white ones are the biological ones.
This is classic 90s cartoon diversity at work.
If
This one's obviously from an affair.
But yeah, if one of her biological kids were doing that, they wouldn't be waiting 5 or 6 hours. They would have put a
Exactly.
bullet,
They
put a bullet between
kid
his
gloves
eyes.
would not have been.
But yeah, of course, the mother.
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Let's be clear. He fucking literally fired at the police.
Yep. If they saw him, they would have had the rights to take a shot when they could see him.
He knocked on the fucking door and said, "Police." And what happened?
He
Fucking
shoots through the
two-
door. Yep.
Like a white person doesn't get the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Yeah, they shot him because he's black, just like the mother said. Apparently, she has the absolute nerve to pull that fucking narrative.
Everyone knows, had it been a white person in that building, they would have talked him out. They would have
Shut the
waited.
fuck up, bitch.
How much longer? How much longer was the standoff meant to go for? Like 6 hours.
It was the dad who was on the PA trying to get him to come out and talk to the negotiators. They did talk it out. You stupid bitch. You're
you
the one who
imagine
was
sitting
there
there
with
in the
the
chair,
protesters at Arabella's apartment. You should be in fucking jail, mother.
Look at her fucking. Look at the way she's sitting in a chair talking about her quote unquote beloved dead son. She's like leaning back.
Yeah.
So
Can you
tired of these
imagine?
parents.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
oh,
tired
this
of
is
it.
my kid. I'm just gonna sit in the same way I'm sitting in my fucking chair right now, drinking a beer, being like, "Oh, you should have stopped Jamiroquai, and you should have had to talk him out real good
Wait,
because you're
Jamiroquai?
black and you're
What did he
white."
do?
That's some virtual insanity bullshit right there.
Fuck these people, man. I fucking hate leftists, man. They're
You can tell by
reality
looking
and
at them.
leftism is not even fucking close to the same world. It's just like this fucking nebulous concept to them. They
And I
just
think
don't
they-
fucking get it.
I think they actually
Look at
have
this simp ass fucking face on the right. This is the full American simp, the white American fucking simp. This man right here.
Hands
He's ruined
crossed
the
down by
entire
his hip,
world.
sitting there with his neck out. Yeah, she's
People
right. She's my
wanna-
wife.
People want to blame women for what happened. It's these
Blame
kind
the
of men
fucking
right
men.
here. This fucking guy, the weak simp ass man, let all these things happen.
Yeah.
So
Fucking-
you are letting your wife, and yes, he is letting her sit there and spread this absolute fucking
Go in and
nonsense.
shoot.
Yep.
Massive amounts of people are arrested safely and alive if they're white.
Jesus.
If they're not white, we know the outcome.
Let's ask Daniel Shaver how
More white people
Or
get
Tony
killed by
Timper,
police than
how
black
that
people
worked
do.
out. Yeah,
like
put
this
bitch in cuffs.
There are hundreds of cases of
Mhm.
white like there 4 months before
Dig a
George
hole and
Floyd
throw his
died
bitch in.
was murdered by Chauvin.
Mhm.
4 months there was a white guy, exactly the same thing happened to him.
Tony Timper.
Yep, Tony Timper was that in Arizona as well?
I can't remember.
I know it was further south. Like
There was a situation down in Arizona where the dude's neighbor called a noise complaint and then said that they were fighting and like there was domestic fighting going on, and the guy, because it's like in the middle of the night, the guy comes up with his gun to the door.
he
when
answered the door with his gun. Yeah, and they shot him dead.
and he said, "Okay, I've got a gun. Let me set it down." And just as he reached down to set it down and turned his head, they executed him, put put two in the back of his head.
Shocking.
Because they thought he was reaching for a gun. When he specifically said, I'm putting it down.
Yeah.
No, cops to the wall.
Arizona, like, I don't know what it is about, like, the Phoenix PD, but they are, like, cops in Arizona. I don't know what it is.
Pretty much
I
all
don't know if
the
they
police.
don't train them at all,
possibly,
or if they're all just deaf and dumb.
You got to understand the hate boner that police have in America. They want to kill people every time. It's not about how clean and easy you put down that weapon. If your fucking pinky finger flinches while you're putting the gun on the ground, they're gonna fucking light you up.
I think that's more to do. I think that's more to do with how they're actually trained about it. They're trained. Hey, if he moves his pinky finger,
it's not about training. They fucking enjoy that shit because they. There's a saying in America, if you were getting bullied, I'm butchering it, but the basic idea of is if you were being bullied in high school to the point which you were like emasculated, you're going to be a cop, essentially, and that's absolutely what has happened in every instance I can remember. Like all the kids who got their shit pushed in and got like fucking shamed and made to be like fucking clowns, they're all cops now. So they wield that power like a fucking iron hammer, and they just all over the world they spread it and they just do whatever the fuck they want.
It's all about color. It's all about.
Fuck you, bitch! You should be in jail.
Back to my original opinion about this. Growing up, when I was a kid, I was in several situations where I was jumped by people not as light-skinned as me. And I still have scars from where I was stabbed and shot at. And when I went to the cops about it, they said, "Well, you shouldn't have been there."
Yeah.
And I said, "What?" It's like
you brought it on yourself, Dave. Why were you there?
You're white. You knew better than to be there. So
I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Yeah. So
I don't have that one ready.
But it's the same logic. I mean, you don't actually have freedom to travel. Not even in Australia. It's just like why are you going into other culture spaces? You fucking deserved it. Why did you wear the short skirt? You brought it on yourself.
Given this recent admission, I'd like to see on a Discord level, even though we're being subverted terribly. I'd like to see how many of us have been shot at in real life. I think it's just me and Dave. Basically.
I haven't been shot at. I've had a knife pulled on me though.
Yeah, I've been shot at twice.
One of my chores when I was growing up in my first house, I think it was as early as 12, was to go outside and pull the bullets out of my wall, out of my parents' wall.
I don't believe that.
Jesus. And put putty it over.
Jesus Christ!
I don't believe that one, Dave. I love you, but I don't know. My grandmother literally was sent out of her house by small nigglets with guns.
No, this was basically in this was in Southern California, basically little.
I believe it.
East LA.
This was in
I believe
deep actual Detroit, and I've had guns pulled on me as a child. So, like, it's hard to believe you're getting time to putty things. But I'm not going to say it's not real. I'm not saying it's not real, Dave. I'm just saying that's hard for me to particularly parse.
So you believe that he was pulling the bullets out of the walls, just not that he has the time to putty.
Could have happened. I'm not saying that didn't happen. It's just for me personally, it's tough.
But yeah, Tony Timper was in Dallas.
I've seen some shit.
Dallas on August 10th, 2016. So it wasn't.
Daniel Shaver wasn't too much earlier or later. It was around that time too.
Yeah,
I believe. Get on the ground. Put your hands above your head. Now crawl towards me with your hands above your head. And behind your back.
That was January same year.
Yeah, and don't move. Crawl towards me. Don't move. Bang, 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 bang.
Meanwhile, he was in
do anything.
He was on his belly with his arms behind his back.
Yeah.
While the officers had him covered, man. This video,
move,
like that video haunts me.
Move towards. You couldn't. I remember watching that. I lost a couple friends over an argument with that.
Seriously, what argument could they have possibly had?
Do you remember the dude
justify it?
got blasted in Colorado? He's the guy who took down a shooter, and then like the cops came just blasted him because he's a guy with a gun.
Yeah, there's that guy. Yeah.
Yep.
No fucking thinking of like, oh well, is he wielding this gun in a dangerous manner? No, it doesn't matter. He's got a gun. I'm gonna kill him because the cops are fucking animals.
It's because they don't think critically.
Hello, my goose.
Man with a gun, shoot, 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 shoot. That's what they do.
Hello, hola.
Yeah,
what is this?
But yes, they argued that he wasn't. They didn't negotiate with him at all, which was total bullshit. Which someone pointed out straight away that no, they.
It was literally the dad. The dad was literally negotiating with him.
This is literally his father.
Yeah.
On the bullhorn saying, I need you to talk to negotiators.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, the police didn't give him an opportunity to talk him down. Like, what a fucking load of shit, man. Like,
Throw both the parents in jail. And if I was the dad, I'd fucking divorce the mother.
Yeah, well.
Divorce her, literally. If you're going to throw your child on you're going to exploit your dead son for that, fuck you, get out of my life.
Yeah.
I am done with these people. You're going to sit there and claim that your son was killed just because of his color? No. You can get the fuck out of my life. Don't you dare speak about my son that way.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these people. I'm done with it.
So I'm saying it's all going to end very badly.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the bullet holes in her apartment.
Cassandra. I thought her name was Arabella. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, this is her on first social media.
Yeah, there you go. This shot went through my door while it was closed, hit the pillar, and enter into the kitchen on the other side of the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
These two shots directly towards my bathroom on the other side, which also leads to my bedroom. Like, yeah.
No, Arabella. Cassandra Arabella, whatever her name is.
Yeah. I'm raising money. This is, her younger sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. And this guy was fucking fruitcake.
Typical Dindu.
Yeah.
Basically.
Poor young boy didn't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing. Posting on social media with guns and weed.
I feel really bad. I've lost the Drex lead. I've lost the L bleed. We have no Simpson chat anymore. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't have an L.
Oh, where are you?
No, she's not coming. She's a joke.
We need representation.
Like, oh, did you not hear? I had this argument on deleted fucking messages. It was like, oh, well, like you guys said you couldn't hear me. I'm like,
no, you changed your headset and we could hear you perfectly fine. I even complimented your headset. Come on, Al. Oh,
shit. Tired of women, they're stupid, retarded shit. So,
oh,
no,
it's
the
time.
same shit that's always been. Like, fuck it, whatever. Let's move on.
Oh,
we're making it work.
Oh, there's always next week. It's fine.
No, there's no next week. Fuck this. You gotta cut them off, man.
Who's ready to talk about the handbook of hate memes? Which I don't know. It's a meme itself.
Finally. I only briefly.
I think we're about an hour in, so
yeah. I only briefly perused it. It was wonderful.
Something you can.
So yes, it comes from the European Observatory of Online Hate. It was posted to Twitter. So
this
I had
European Observatory of Online Hate.
Online hate, yes, the European Observatory of Online Hate.
The Europeans love hate. They love to talk about hate.
And how to improve it.
Hate memes.
They're kings of kings.
So it was, I shit you not, it was co-funded by the European Union.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, European Union. Hate memes are an early warning sign. If you see hate memes, what comes next is apparently a Holocaust. So memes are apparently popular images that rapidly spread on social media, usually in evolving variations. I thought this was funny. Hate memes typically feature specific targets such as refugees, people of color, people of color in developing countries, people with disabilities, poor people, gay people, comparisons, i.e., e.g., a movie villain placed next to a political target, modifications, the body of an animal with the head of a political target, or more subtly, images that promote beauty and or supremacy of a local culture or
That's
nationality.
just an example, like putting Trump's head on a monkey or something.
Yeah,
blame on beauty, like that's subjective all the time.
So,
what about memes about Jewish bakeries?
Oh, we'll get there.
If anybody cooks me some cupcakes, I'll fucking be on their side until they have
so
time.
this is the breakdown of I guess what the data they found was. The data sets.
So most of the I think most of the memes fall into one of these categories.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Ridicule, shitpost, alt-right extremism.
Hoax boner is huge. What does that mean?
I love this. This is apparently according to them, this is the first meme.
Right.
How you think you look when a flashlight is taken, how you really look. I don't get it. It's not a very good meme. It must be a leftist meme.
I don't.
Of course.
1921. Is that what they actually said? That's like the first meme.
That's what they're saying. Yes.
I think they're probably just calling it the first meme. I'm sure humor has been used in comics and such since long before that.
Of course, the old the OK hand sign is a white supremacist symbol.
The old WP symbol.
Yeah. So and it breaks down that the idea that the left can't meme, and their reasoning is, of course, that the right sees things in black and white, but the left sees things as a grey zone, and they everything is nuanced to them, which that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
the EU agrees that the left can't meme.
Yes, that's right. The EU agrees the left cannot meme.
The first category.
So the first category is projections of power. Actually, I just want to.
Oh, I want to do that. Is that a game? Can we do that? I want to project my power. That's not.
So yes, of course, because the right loves strong men.
That's not a strong man. That's a fat man on a horse.
Like,
it's a majestic fucking horse.
It is a good
beautiful horse.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a good horse.
Actually, I think that looks like they've got like literally like North Korean symbols. Like, look at that. The bridle is beautiful.
It's a North Korean leader.
Many North Korean slaves died to construct that bridle.
Yeah, very likely.
So I don't see those as memes. I guess this one is a meme. Like, these have become memes, but like,
I mean, this one, like Kim Jong-il or whatever his name. I'm not sure that's a meme.
But
Putin on that donkey, though.
This is definitely a meme. This has been used as a meme. This has definitely been used as a meme.
Yeah, these are just the meme templates.
Yeah, these are meme templates. They aren't the memes themselves.
What's happening on the bottom right? What is that?
That's the what is it? The axis of whatever the fuck it is.
Yes, that was
the
US.
Axis. The US, the Sauds, and I want to say the Turks.
No, that's
on the left.
What's his name? That's Egypt. That's LCC.
I'm sorry. Yep.
That's LCC.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was
that's the US, the Sauds, and the Egyptians coming together for some oil-related shit.
Yeah,
I
it was I think it was like the Abraham Accords as well. And
Ponder the oil.
Meliana is fucking 6 inches taller than any of the Saudis, and
that's right. And somebody thought it would be a great idea for that photo op, which everybody thought was
hilarious. They weren't
Saudis. Melania is taller than them. Holy shit!
Not at all.
The second one is apparently sent by God.
The second template, yeah. So
because Christians are, of course, on the far right.
Yep, and of course, bottom center middle, the God Emperor himself.
Yes, God Emperor Trump.
The God Emperor of mankind, sitting upon the golden throne.
Jesus here, helping Trump sign documents. The glowing eyes is apparently another category of hate memes. Because keep in mind, this is all hate memes. These are memes of hate.
Yes.
To drive hatred.
It's missing the Mike Pence Thunderbolt. Oh no, I think that's later.
Next. Electric Pants.
Speaking of,
Electric Pants is the fourth of the hate memes.
On the Electric Pants.
Mike Mike Pence 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Sharpie. I hadn't seen these memes.
They're rare. I've seen them from time to time, but yeah.
I remember the outrage over Trump and the Sharpie. Like, and this was right. Like, he wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
It was going to end up passing through Alabama. Like,
yeah. I'm looking
Trump
at
was
this
just going,
cyclone.
yeah,
It's
so if
going
it
to
does
travel
this and
through.
does this and does this.
Yeah.
Trump releases this photo to show he's taller than Obama.
He is taller than Obama. He's legit taller than Obama.
And
Take away
Obama's
that.
like sort of leaning up with his head.
Like Obama's tall. Trump actually might. Trump is 82, well, nearly 80, so he might be shrinking a tiny little bit, but he is actually a little bit taller than Obama.
Dude, I'm approaching 50, and I've lost an inch.
Everyone's so old and so tall. It's so weird.
Apparently, this is a hate. Apparently, this is a hate meme.
I've never seen this
I've never
template.
seen this before.
I don't know what. Oh, okay. I can see why it would be used because it's Trump as a pig, so therefore it's a leftist meme.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
But apparently, it's this was a sculpture that from like a digital sculpture display.
I've seen a legit sculpture of a pig or a donkey with Trump's head on its ass on one end and Kim Jong-un's on the other.
That doesn't make sense. That must
No,
be
it was simply just it's not a meme. It was just to make fun of Trump and Kim Jong-un. Was at this stupid fucking putt-putt place in my city. You can tell it's all such a fucking progressively soft place. But yeah, they one of the statues in one of the putt-putt holes is a pig or a donkey or whatever with Trump's face on its ass, and it's like, oh, yes. Yeah, funny.
The dehumanizing quote, the dehumanizing combination suggests that Trump is a fat, haughty pig.
I mean, that's technically not wrong.
That's probably true. Yeah,
the man is massive, and he eats steak and Coke and ketchup, and it's not entirely untrue.
This was a hilarious photo.
Dabadon. Because he's so big and he's sitting at a kid's table. Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that fucking Joe Biden's sitting at this exact same table like 6 times this year.
Yeah, but Corn Pop's not a big fat orange man.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
But literally like a week ago, he's
Corn Pop wears aviators and he's smart and knows where he is and he's going to save America.
I hate this so much.
These are funny enough, but they're kind of low effort.
Yeah.
No, they're fine. I don't hate them for the meme.
Just to be fair, there is Biden gets his representation in here. This is not a Trump-focused.
This is not a Trump-focused. I've never seen the Biden in the high chair meme. I've never seen.
No. But Biden gets his share.
Biden does get his share.
From us, you get it from the leftists who are retarded because they just whatever's happening, they drink down all day long. Oh, there's some misery. Well,
I
no,
wouldn't call it. If they're just talking like,
I have a big suckle of that.
Like these aren't hate memes. How is this a hate meme?
No, it's not.
Oh, because Donald Trump is a big fat baby.
Like that doesn't promote hate.
It's not an insult. It's
like this feels like do you guys remember the radicalization report that had like that connectivity diagram that had like Tim Pool leading everybody to the alt-right? Like,
I'm not old enough.
Tim Pool is this gateway to the alt-right. It's not. I'm not about being old enough. This was only a couple of years ago.
The half Korean man is leading everybody to be white supremacists.
Yes, that's right. I hadn't seen this one. This is hilarious.
No Lives Matter.
No Lives Matter. Cthulhu 2020. I've seen the giant asteroid 2020. But I hadn't seen Cthulhu. I think that's great.
I think it's all just to compare Trump to Cthulhu, which again is not an insult. It's not an insult. I'm not a big fan of the guy, but it's not an insult. It's like, it's like I literally play Cthulhu as for D&D stuff. Like, yeah, Cthulhu's cool. I'll say that much.
Like, how is this a hate meme? This was a hilarious meme.
I mean, yeah, this is not I hate Bernie Sanders, but this is not a hate meme.
No.
Look Look at the templates you've picked.
Like, and this doesn't. All this was this was making fun of his
mittens.
His mittens.
They're cool
not
mittens,
him.
to be honest. Like
the woman handmade them. I appreciate the man for. The woman handmade them and sent them to him. And what does Bernie do? He fucking wears them.
It's like
to the inauguration of all.
These are just funny. Like, but again, remember this is coming from the European Union. So if you make fun of a socialist,
that's exactly right. By their standards, anything funny means hate.
It's like you're not actually even attacking the man. It's just like it's funny. Imagine him sitting up in there in the 1920s with all the Polish immigrants building the Empire State Building.
Yeah, and
he's on the bridge. He's the captain of the fucking Enterprise. That's actually cool.
Yeah,
come on.
And look, the left they think the left can't meme because the left is more nuanced. This is why the left can't meme because they have no fucking humor.
Yeah,
like spot on.
Nuance
like this is funny. There's nothing hateful about this.
No, exactly.
It's retarded. Now, towards the end, there's some hateful shit, but this shit ain't fucking hateful.
No,
and this doesn't follow. Like this doesn't flow to the more hateful stuff. 4 seasons. I didn't even see this. Like I understand the reference, but 4 seasons, furry 4 seasons, total landscaping VR. Like what?
This is furries, and I just no. Where's my shotgun?
The fuck is a reference here? I'm very confused.
So this is the 4 seasons total landscaping thing. So
what does that
do you
mean?
remember after the election, Rudy Giuliani booked like a press conference, and it was at a place called 4 Seasons Total Landscaping, and nobody had any idea why he picked 4 Seasons Total Landscaping.
Garage.
The theory is somebody said no, book the 4 Seasons for the press conference, and someone was an idiot, looked up 4 Seasons, and the first result was 4 Seasons Total Landscaping, because Google can be a fickle bitch, and then they booked that place.
Why would you think any different? Like go find 4 Seasons and then just like 4 Seasons.
Well, 4 Seasons is an upmarket hotel in New York, whereas 4 Seasons Total Landscaping is not.
Looks like it
is not a place you would have a fucking press conference.
Might be.
Yeah, this is way too obscure to be a fucking.
It was way too obscure. Like I hadn't seen this either. This feels like something that would have been on Conspiracy, and would have been immediately called out for being a fed op. Like apparently this is something huge to do with QAnon.
Oh, because it's you got chemtrails in the air.
Yep.
Fluoride in the water. 5G Wi-Fi. Oh, this is all killing our kids.
Yeah, Ritalin. Well, not wrong.
Ritalin's not wrong.
It's not necessarily
smart meters. I don't know what the smart meter has to do with killing your kids. But
no clue. I think it's more to just say, it's draining our kids' intelligence. Chemtrails in the air, mercury in the water.
George Soros, of course. Everybody's seen Soros.
This is all completely fucking true. So,
look, it's Klaus Schwab.
Yeah, I think there's a World Economic Fund coming up. So, yeah, we've all seen the reptilian memes. Not as often as these guys, apparently. But yeah, okay. I don't see how that's hateful. Like it's hateful to a very protected class, politicians. But and the all-seeing eye. Well, yeah, this is just conspiracy memes.
Every triangle is an all-seeing eye. I mean, it's like, did you not know? Like, the Illuminati's watching through everywhere.
Yeah, the Great Reset, which is that's a meme. That's a meme. It's not a real thing, people. Nothing to see here. I hadn't seen this Build Back Better, the 666. That's cool. Someone did a good job there. But I've posted the "you will own nothing" thing. It is a meme, but it's not a hate meme. Apparently, it's hateful to think that people who push foreign wars should. People who wage aggressive wars should probably be sent to Nuremberg 2.0.
I'm like, the precedent's already been set. We've done it before.
All the Germans that went to Nuremberg were convicted of waging an aggressive war. So, Dark Enlightenment. I hadn't seen this. Like, I have no idea what the hell this is. It's a neo-reactionary movement. An opaque anti-democratic philosophy coined by Nick Land.
What the fuck?
Clearly, they're finding all the popular memes.
What does neo-reactionary even mean? I don't understand it.
Yes, now truth is hate.
Yeah.
The truth is hateful.
Oh, legitimately, it actually is. Like,
well, yeah.
To a lot of people, being truthful is going to mean that you're not going to say a lot of nice things.
Yep. Based. When you agree with something or when you want to recognize someone for being themselves.
Little
courageous
based,
and unique or not caring what others think.
Strictly speaking, based is cultural appropriation because it was created by a rapper, black rapper. Little B, base god.
And now we move into like the weird alt-right symbols.
The what?
Cross of Lorraine is a symbol of the French anti-fascist resistance to the Nazi occupation.
Oh, so
but it's
French
anti-fascist. How is
French,
it?
French commies. Okay.
French communists.
Right.
That doesn't make sense. French are all communists.
Well, yeah, I was going to say.
Grassroots movements. The Mars Vor de Villehide, the March for Freedom, was an anti-vaccination and anti-government protest march in Brussels. Okay.
Yeah, this is some obscure EU
Yeah.
shit.
This is EU. This is EU. EU fag stuff.
Ah, the Valve logo.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Everyone's in their tactical
Adidas. Is this like Identity Europe?
Identitarian movements.
Identitarian movements, yeah.
Festung Europa. This sounds like some Polish or...
Oh, yep, there's
Dutch.
Martin Schellner. There's a name I recognise.
Is it Dutch, is it? Or Swedish?
I think it's Belgian.
No.
Vlaanderen, onze land, our land, our people, our culture, our identity.
Yeah, it sounds Dutch to me.
Noodgeven will ze op. We will never give up.
Yeah.
Never tried to read Dutch.
It's pretty easy, actually. Like, it's pretty close to English. You can kind of do it. Oh, look, it's a black sun.
Where?
Hat. It's just down here. There's a welcome to Black Sun.
That's a bit blurry. I can see it down here.
What are you doing?
Wearing an arrow on your face. These look like what was that? Oh God, what was the show on HBO?
Squid Game?
No, the I guess yeah, Squid Game. But no, the I forgot it.
What's wrong with this?
White Boy Summer, yeah. God, what was the fucking name of the show? It was it's based on the comic. Damn it.
The Boys? No.
No, on HBO. It had God, Damien Lindelof did it, I think. It was based on a comic that was also a movie that Zack Snyder did. I can't remember the fucking name. Watchmen. The cops in Watchmen.
Oh, I forgot that the Watchmen
wore like masks with like shit like
the
this
Watchmen
on it.
had a show. I'm thinking, what?
Yeah, the Watchmen show. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize they had a show.
That's what it reminds me of. And of course, we come to the first set of feds.
Oh, great.
Feds. Holy shit. Could you get any more feddy? Why?
Built by nature, destroyed by necessity. The
Project Fool is a far-right Facebook group with active involvement from a convicted Belgian ex-military neo-Nazi.
You're right, that's him.
I'm just dealing with the dog. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fighting miserable bitch.
I'm not even going to try.
Oh, we're reading German now? Or no,
that's Belgian.
Dutch.
It's Flemish.
That's
Belgian.
Dutch.
The Belgians speak Dutch and French.
Belgium isn't a real country.
No, that's right. It's not. It belongs to the Dutch.
Not real. Oh no.
It's part of the
Germany
Netherlands.
or France. I don't really care who has it, but it's not a real country.
This is getting real obscure. This is like related to lockdown, anti-lockdown stuff from Belgians.
Yeah, none of that.
Comparing people to animals.
We've lost the Simpo. vote, so we're just doing our own thing.
I see one animal. No, I see two animals. I see an elephant. This is Smeagol.
There's a poodle.
Jabba the Hutt's not an animal.
There's a Jewish elephant and a poodle.
And Soros's
See,
Jabba
this
the
isn't
Hutt.
a very good meme. This should be the Office meme. This should be what's her face with the two photos.
Yeah,
Corporate wants you to look and tell the difference between these
It should
two
be Pam
photos.
saying they're the same picture.
Yeah, Pam with the photos. It's just a lazy meme. Maybe the right can't meme either.
I don't know about that.
These are anti-vax
They seem pretty good at it. With your children, thank you. The Antichrist and the Protocols of Zion.
Me waiting to die because I'm unvaccinated and don't wear a mask. That's a funny meme.
I do like the Narcos meme.
The Narcos meme is great. Was this comparing people to animals?
What's Farage doing?
Oh, that's the
migrant caravan.
anti-EU sign that got to delete the EU. They've probably just included this because they're still bitter.
Yeah, I was thinking, what
I don't get
what
it.
category is that leave? What category does that fall under? Oh,
I think it falls under pandemic anti-vax propaganda. Like, I don't know how that's got anything to do with anti-vax anything. But
the next one,
Tyrone presented the meaning stereotype of African American males. The crudely drawn picture features a man of color with a small head, big ears, big lips, and even bigger, subtly yellowed teeth. The caricature looks extremely happy to the point of being intoxicated. Shit.
When has his teeth ever been subtly yellow, or he's been seemingly?
This completely misses the origin. The whole shit is from The Wire. It's from the
it's
character
that one
on The
character.
Wire.
It's from The Wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
what's his name? He's like he starts as like a councilman and then ends up becoming a state senator.
Yeah, that's basically his
catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase.
Shit. Like, that's where that's from.
I'm not sure.
Man, did they talk to anybody? Fucking EU spent money on this shit.
But they see a black man and it's America. Oh, it must be a minstrel show meme. Okay, technically this is a minstrel show.
Oh, absolutely.
Meme.
Yeah.
But the origin of shit is
look at the look seen on 4chan circa 2021.
Oh god.
I laughed at this one. This is funny. Martin Luther King.
I mean,
protesting injustice in 1965. Martin Luther King.
God, I mean,
protesting injustice in 2020. Martin Luther King.
The Boondocks had it right about MLK. What he would think if he were alive today.
He would be ashamed.
Oh, he was ashamed.
He'd be a Republican.
Well, that was the argument. Actually, they were saying they couldn't. That's always been the debate as to whether he was actually a Democrat or Republican back then. Bye, Tim.
See you, Tim.
Bye.
Yeah, look, because at the time he was fighting against Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
The people oppressing blacks were the Democrats.
Exactly.
And
but
more
the party
and more
switched.
people are starting to fucking realize that.
Yeah, but the party switched though. Strom Thurmond became a Republican, didn't you know? Yeah. Well, what about the rest of them? The rest of them stayed Democrat.
Because he's drunkenly left the stream. The links in the Discord, like you just scroll up.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, like.
But yes, as seen on Twitter during the Trump presidency. Got to point that out.
Oh, Tones! Fucking hell!
2 Aussies on the one page. What's going on?
I'm not racist. Some of my best. Oh God.
Some of my
best
friends.
Pauline's right. Pauline's fucking right. I'm sorry. That's correct.
Right.
That's correct.
I
am not
equally.
racist. I do hate everybody equally. That is genuine fucking equality. I'm not giving you special treatment.
What have you sent me, Tim?
Just in case anyone doesn't understand where this came from.
Oh, hang on.
One. She. Yeah, Clay Davis. That's the character.
I don't think that's where it came from, but
that's where it's popularized.
Yeah. Like, you guys haven't been around black people in America enough, because that's common as shit.
I know, but like that's where the meme itself has kind of originated from. Is
Also, supercommunism hanging
white
around.
folks who have not been around black people. That's where we
White
know it from.
people?
White people, yeah.
Yeah.
White people.
People not asking you for $5-10 just to buy cigarettes at 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's
I went through all this. I went through all this to play a fucking 3-second clip.
Hell yeah!
Which tells me this needs to be. I need to download this.
Yep.
Shit. Clay Davis.
I'm gonna start fucking recording my interactions in the real world and fucking hood. Actually, don't ever want to go back though, so that's weird.
I don't blame you.
Back to the real world.
I'm scared to go to LA, let alone everywhere else.
I got stories on stories.
We gonna get free money. Like, okay, that's from 2020.
We gonna get free money.
Indiana state representative and Republican. Dun dun dun. Jim Lucas shared this on Facebook.
Send fucking Alex the link. Where's his dumbass? He's fucking.
You know, Tim, you can actually copy that same link and send it to people, and they can join.
I did. I sent it to Elb, and she's a fucking cuck, and she's never coming. So I sent fucking. Well, I didn't send to Alex, but I would because it's.
I'm assuming Alex is completely passed out. So.
No, he's retarded. He's full on retarded right now.
Okay.
Monkey in Africa's on a bike.
So this is AFD seen on Twitter.
Jeff.
AFD propaganda accounts during the German federal election in 2017.
Right.
AFD is Alternate for Deutschland, which is the the Deutschland Freedom Party or whatever.
Sounds like the proper choice.
The alternative path for Germany.
They're the conservative / alt-right.
The actual far.
Well, I mean,
the actual
far right party. Yeah.
The picture, they look like fucking actual Nazis. So
I think they did actually expel a whole bunch of people from their party, and now they're a lot more center right after the 2017 election. But I think they got wiped out in the election anyway.
Don't actually care. Like, I'd be fine with it because Germany can deal with Germany. Don't fucking
BLM snacks. That's funny. Accrued allegations.
A lot of where's the watermelon?
Yes.
Come on.
See,
come on. Where's the watermelon?
No watermelon, no fried chicken.
No, chicken's fucking good. Everybody loves chicken.
Do you guys have like a toe cutter museum in fucking Australia?
A toe cutter museum?
Oh, for the Mad Max character? No, we don't have a museum for him.
Why?
Extremely dehumanizing meme showing an underage mentally challenged person of color, itself a designation that would detract alt-right contempt.
Oh shit, where's that at?
I don't get it.
Is it right now?
I saw this one and laughed. This was funny. Incest, illiteracy, Islam. the overlay. Oh. What the fuck's going on here? Why is that a blank page? That's some nice artwork of
the winged hussars.
Yeah, winged hussars.
Seems like a lot of federal action.
Wrath of Gunon.
Oh, that looks Dutch as shit. Is this Dutch? This is Dutch.
I believe this is the style of Rembrandt. I don't believe this is actually Rembrandt.
It looks like just random Dutch shit. Zeitgin Jin Blojish Ogden Dutch shit. I bet you it believes about
the ancient warfare and the celebrated Weihnachten. That's German.
I think that's Dutch.
No, that's German. Christmas in Dutch is Kerstmis. Starts with a K.
But I don't see Christmas at all. This looks very Dutch.
Weihnachten is Christmas in German.
Am I not looking at the same thing you're looking at? Because that looked very Dutch.
No.
Is that Dave? That's not Dave. Where's Dave?
What the fuck are you looking at, Tim?
I don't know. I'm looking at the stream. It's like 10 minutes behind.
Why are you?
Tim, why are you looking at the YouTube feed?
Well, how am I going to realize what's happening in reality right now?
Well, looking at the window.
Why are you not looking at Restream?
Like, how are we at Gollum and I missed Gollum? Like, how did that happen?
Stop looking at the stream.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Look at
The
restream.
stream is
goddammit.
behind. Like the stream is like at least 30 seconds behind, even though I set it to low.
Australian
white
internet.
nationalism architecture. What?
What?
The glory of you. What the fuck? What?
Maybe
doesn't even make sense.
I think I know. I think it's because they're taking European architecture and then laying white nationalist slogans
Slogans on
over
them.
them.
It's like
The
if you
glory
could
of
actually
Europe will
build a
last
thing,
forever.
That means you're a Nazi.
Architecture is a hate meme now too.
Yeah, I think just the template is, if you want to spread a white nationalist meme, you would take some beautiful European/white architecture and then lay your slogans over it and say, "Remember what they took from us."
Look, boys, things are looking dire. We have a random semi-female looking man goose. Send her the link.
Goose has been in here for ages.
We'll send her the link. Like I tried with Elle, but she.
I need people to watch.
So
Just
send her the
invite
link.
everybody who's watching.
No, the simp vote is
I'm getting a
very
bad
important.
nudity.
Base trad wives.
See?
Trad
No.
wives.
Base trad wives. Yes, these are all. This whole document is just the EU reaching.
these are just
Magoose, absolutely.
Yeah, this absolutely yes, it's all reaching.
How are any of these things?
This is all reaching.
Yeah,
none of these
make
are
Europe great
virtues.
again. Well,
Make Europe. It's mega over MAGA.
They should have
Mega sounds fucking
guys
good.
in a pod.
Yeah,
Mega.
Europa Invicta. What a fucking great name! What a great name!
What a fucking head name! Holy shit!
Oh.
Invicta,
Invincible
Like Europe could fight
Parabellum,
in
Sig
battle.
Plusum Parabellum. I hate people taking all these badass Latin names and naming their companies after them as if it makes them sound fucking tough.
Yeah,
like to me that's as much of a Fed post as Patriot Front. Like
if it looks like the Patriot Front stuff, it feels like a Fed op.
Yeah,
because it's
Absolutely.
slick.
Yes,
they're all wearing the same clothes. They're all wearing the same, like they're all carrying the same shit. It feels really fetty.
They all look like they've been through military.
Yeah, and it like
boot camp.
It's all really super organized, really flashy and slick.
Yeah,
it's
not like
this
it's not
Europa
a bunch of
Invicta
bum
thing.
fucks from Nebraska rocking up with their
This all
homemade
feels
gear.
like
Yeah,
like they've paid money to a graphic designer to compose these things.
take a picture of GSG or whatever, and just throw shit over. It looks like they look like Counter-Strike LARPers. Like, take back your future. They will not replace us.
They will not replace us.
Defend your land. We have all the diversity we need.
Shame they're so
Babes
shit.
with guns.
Hey.
This is a hate meme, apparently. I don't know how.
I mean,
Hot chicks with guns is great.
fucking amazing.
Well, I mean, granted, if it's hot chicks with guns and then you put a fucking swastika in there,
Yeah, okay. I did not notice.
I will
that.
accept that one.
Yeah, I'd take that back.
But I mean, I'm sorry, but the swastika doesn't draw the eye. It's the titties.
Yeah,
So-
I did not see the swastika.
Swastika.
I can airbrush that out. Like
I think they
I'm fine with
airbrushed that fucker in. Like that's not.
No.
And it's they've dropped the MGTOW.
That swastika makes no sense whatsoever.
You know, I like a chick who wears hot pants and can shoot.
Yes.
'Cause I can't do either of those things. You know,
Some fucking horrible trigger discipline on this Nazi chick.
you know, she's
Whereas
got a-
good trigger discipline.
That's what you get for holding an
actually
You guys
fine.
have a better resolution than I do because this looks all like shit. I can barely even see a
Yeah,
fucking.
it's restream is the bit rate is fucking horrible. But that's not anything I can help.
What
No,
am
you're
I
right. It's
But
as bad for me.
I did send everybody the
Yeah, I've
actual-
got the document up as
the
well.
actual document, so you can follow along.
Yeah, I've got the document up as. Pay attention to the Discord.
Pay attention to the
God damn it.
Discord, Tim.
Yeah, we have a. Oh wait, we do have a Discord. There's nothing new in this. There's no fucking.
I sent it this morning before the link.
There's
I said,
nothing
hey,
new, but
it's
we
like a
can- we
90
can
meg
read it.
file.
What? Where?
In the Discord.
In the Discord.
This morning.
In
Just
general.
above the show link,
Just
there is
above
a
the
link.
show link.
There's a link to the PDF.
There's a link to
that
the PDF
he's showing.
that I sent via WeTransfer.
Viking compass. Yeah,
Like,
stupid.
Stop doing this, people in the alt-right. These things look cool. Stop fucking co-opting them.
I don't like tattoos.
I do. I just wish they weren't so
I'm in the growing or the shrinking minority.
All my kids have tattoos. My wife has a tattoo. I have no tattoo.
Most of my family has tattoos. My sister is a tattoo artist. She's damn good at it. I just don't like tattoos.
She good at it?
Okay. Yeah, she's really
When
good
I come
at
to
it.
Australia, I need a good tattoo from your sister.
I'll hook you up, seriously. Yeah, she's
I'm
legit.
such a pain in
She's
the
absolutely legit. She was in the local news wherever she was living.
Where the fuck is the PDF?
The Jew behind the curtain. Yeah, I get it. I get how that's a hate meme.
Like a black Jew.
That's a boring one. Happy Merchant, yes. First seen on Gab in 2018. Surely it dates back further than that.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen the Happy Jew, like the Happy Merchant.
Where do you even find things like this? How do you even find
The 4chan.
Oh.
And Gab.
4chan, Urban Dictionary, and the ADL. Because the source for this is actually
the source is the ADL, yeah.
The ADL. So...
But yes, we've all seen the Happy Merchant.
Blue the Jew.
Oh,
I have not seen that one.
Operation Blue the Jew.
Apes driving a fucking.
I don't understand. Does it have something to do with Prussian blue? Like what the?
That's Twitter. They're all verified on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
If you have a Jewish name, apparently you can get very quickly verified on Twitter. Because it's all an alt-right. It's all an alt-right conspiracy. What do all these sexual predators have in common? They have brackets around their name. They have brackets around their name. That's what they have in common.
Also, giant penises.
I will hear no more of this Hebrew nonsense. What movie is this from?
Prince of Egypt.
Right wing
Prince of Egypt. Right. Okay.
You have a giant penis.
Shows Pharaoh Ramses II with an offhand gesture dismissing Moses after his "Let my people go" appeal. The meme is used to ridicule pro-Jewish sentiments.
I've never seen this before.
I've never seen this before either.
It makes sense, but I've never seen it before.
Yeah,
I understand where they're coming from with this meme.
That's a funny use of that's a great meme. If you were
that can be used
someone,
yeah.
It's not a hate meme. Chewbacca, okay. That feels lazy.
Yeah, it's just to make fun of the Jewish hair,
the
curly locks.
Yeah, but that's only Hasidic Jews.
Yeah.
$50.
Original content features a father running away from his son. It's used in countless variations. Dad, can I borrow $50? $30? What do you need $20 for? I can't believe my own son is demanding my last $10. Help police, a madman is trying to kill me over $5. You'll be hearing from my lawyer about that $50 you still owe me. Oh, okay.
Now, this is my life, actually.
I get it.
Literally what happened to me in my entire life. This is what this is.
Oy vey.
My dad also came up in a fucking...
Nazi anime. Are there Nazi animes? I know that. I know some. Well, our resident weeb will know. Tim?
Not necessarily. I don't know if there's necessarily Nazi anime specifically, but there are occasionally villains that are portrayed as fascistic, and whose design very heavily borrows from Nazi Germany. Tanya the Evil. Some of the villains in Attack on Titan, yes. Some of the villains in Full Metal Alchemist, absolutely. They're not walking around wearing swastikas unless you're watching Helsing. Helsing, though. In Helsing, the Nazis are actually the actual villains.
But
it's also popular
period,
just to draw a cute anime girl, Nazi girl. Yeah, you're cute
sure
little
I've
Nazi.
seen this stuff.
Yeah,
this is saying preceding the Capitol riots.
Oh, this has been around for fucking ever.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this.
Oh my god, yes, it's been
long before that.
It's fun for people to draw cute little Nazi anime waifus.
Oh, this is literally has a reference to Bounding into Comics 2018.
Yeah.
Anime Gate is here. Sci-fi decries anime linking it to fascism. Fuck off, whatever.
Yeah.
Yali Yuga. That's something to do with Hinduism. the black sun isn't Hindu, but the swastika is Hindu. Whatever.
The color you get ends.
Pretty Nazi, though.
Nazi Germany propaganda. Yeah, of course. That's hateful. Duh. Ich komme Rung. An amateur deep fake of a black and white picture of Adolf Hitler mouthing racist remarks in Dutch. Why would that doesn't make any sense? Why would Hitler, who is where was Hitler from? He was Austrian. Why would Hitler, an Austrian, be speaking Dutch? Doesn't make any sense.
And threatening violence against people of color.
Third Reich Berlin, an image that circulates on Gab. Ugh. I don't get it. Like, I guess
it's a exemplary model of what a high-tech, well-organized Germanic society in the vision of Albert Speer could look like. Remember what they took.
Fashwave. The fuck is Fashwave?
It's like synthwave, retrowave, but you just put the black sun in all of it. It's like retro VHS aesthetic, 80s music, but just littered with the black sun. And what the fuck are they putting?
Kyle.
What? Yeah. Why is Kyle? Well, we know why.
Well, we know. Yeah, that's right.
The tree of liberty has been watered with the blood of tyrants.
Yeah, that's based. That's based of them.
Yes, this can be
to admit that they're tyrants.
This template can be used for good and evil, but it's very popular, of course, to put the black sun in there. Black sun, glowing eyes, whatever writing you want to put on it. Yeah.
Oh, 1488. Yes, of course. That is hateful. Black sun. I know that's not like, so the black sun isn't like some ancient logo. It was actually created by Himmler.
Yeah.
Because he was a fan of like the lightning bolts, because the lightning bolts are like the SIGs are runes, Norse runes.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just getting in the obvious stuff. But how is this a meme? These aren't memes. Are they saying the swastika is a meme? National Socialist stuff, skull masks.
Black sun. Where are we at? Hang on.
We're at 57.
Wait.
There's still 40 pages to go.
What page are you on?
70.
There's a couple
I
pages.
skipped a few because it's
the next page was the black sun.
Yeah.
And then the Reichsadler, and then you get to page 70.
Skull mask. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how the skull mask is a hate symbol, but
because apparently far right.
If you're wearing a skull mask and doing a Nazi salute, that's hate. That's hateful.
Far right extremist groups where there's the skull mask.
Yeah, but so do like German paramilitary troops.
No, that don't exist.
French paramilitary in Africa wear the skull mask because it's intimidating.
Yeah. The ghost / skull.
Adam Moffin, of course. We'll just get past that.
It just promotes military culture, so that makes it a hard hate.
Seen on Telegram.
Look like Discord emojis.
Yeah.
I actually have those exact emojis.
Me. Represent. More experts arrive to discuss the new Timbuktu variant. Oh, of course. Right, okay.
Don't do my boy Bika like that. Come on. Bika gives
apparently because it's ridicule.
If you want to, if you want to make fun of a leftist, compare them to Bika.
Trust the science.
Compare them to Bika. Don't do my boy Bika like that. Leave him alone.
That's just mean.
Yeah. He did nothing wrong. The amount of shit he goes through to work for Bunsen is fucking ridiculous.
That's harsh. Like, that's a harsh meme.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
yeah,
that's fucked.
That's pretty fucked up.
I love American History X. It's a great movie, but fuck, that meme is cruel.
That's a bad meme.
Gun loading.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see how this is a hate meme. Like if you're protected class as pedophiles, then yeah. This is a hate. That's a hate meme.
Lock and load. There's the John Wick. There's the Big Lebowski. I think that top right is from Evangelion. Some other anime stuff where they're loading guns.
Yeah.
No, that's not Gunsmith Cats.
Shame about those
Generally,
tiny
you just have very popular images of people loading a gun or racking
Did
a
we
gun.
lose Dave? Dave, did you pass out?
Dave died a long time ago.
Dave's not here, man.
Oh, that's Cowboy Bebop in the top right. That's right. I remember that.
I had really big fucking plans for the stream, and it just all failed. I thought we were gonna make it big today.
You were gonna increase our diversity quota.
I tried.
That's what Elb
Dave
was for.
Wear the mask.
was
Elb
gonna
was
increase
gonna
our
come in,
diversity
but then
quota.
she's been fucking subdued by a woo, so that's whatever.
Ruined by a woo. It's all
Yeah.
his fault.
Shameful.
I saw this and I chuckled to myself.
Like we are now
like
sitting
a
at
gag
the absolute lowest that I think we've ever been on the stream.
See, this meme is completely wrong because fag means both of those things. Well, means the second thing in both the UK and the US. It's like it's
Shameful.
Isn't this Brenton Tarrant's rifle?
That is Brenton Tarrant's rifle, yes.
Who?
The Christchurch shooter.
Christchurch shooter, yeah.
He looks retarded. What, is he mentally retarded?
Yes.
Yes.
Bissonnette, he's French, so he must be
Alexandre Bissonnette. He put the names of people who've died to Islamic terror.
Oh, that's like Alex, what's his name? Super penis. Raging dick. What the fuck is his name? Where is he at? He's doing yeah. We've been subverted.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
fucking
I am
deserved.
too.
Yeah.
As we look through something that I hope cost the EU a lot of money.
Send this person, fucking send him a link.
I don't even like they can watch their viewer. Man, like it's fine.
I don't know. We need more.
No, we don't. Like
Dave's dead. Dave died.
I'd like someone to perform a welfare check on Dave. The fumes from the mask have overwhelmed him.
Hey Dave, wake the fuck up.
Oh shit! What if he died in the mask?
This is funny though. Like steal his look, orange Gucci
I
dress.
feel really bad about it. I feel really bad. If Dave died in the mask, I'd feel super bad.
It's all right. His wife's there.
I don't know how this is a hate meme. Like Taliban.
I'm not sure that
that's
makes
funny.
any difference.
It might be considered a hate meme to the Taliban.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
coconut.
that's the protected class.
The Taliban. Hang on. When the
Browns?
Taliban seized control of Afghanistan in 2021, blah, 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 they quickly adopted a more liberal stance. Taliban fighters could be seen in photos in
Social
somewhat
media
more.
coverage, yeah.
This led to ridicule on social media. Yeah, so the Taliban were making fun of these hipsters.
What?
Because these am I reading that right? Taliban fighters could be seen in photos somewhat in all of the advancements made in the capital city in the past 20 years. Delighting in ice
cream snacks, bumper cars, laptops, etc.
This has led to ridicule on social media, where the fighters are compared to fashionable hipsters. Based
Oh,
on
so it's apparently it's hateful because it's mean to the Taliban.
Yeah.
It subjects the Taliban to ridicule. Oh.
Yeah, so these guys are
We need to be respectful of
for
the Taliban.
But
Thank you, European Union, for
Yeah.
setting me straight in my ways that this is is hateful to make fun of the Taliban.
The Taliban get all Gucci'd up, and then the rest of the Taliban are calling them hipsters for it. Beautiful.
Coconut, brown skin, white lifestyle.
Yeah, it's like calling people watermelons or
Yeah,
Twinkies or.
See, this confused me because a coconut here is something different. A coconut here is what's it called? An islander.
Yeah. Brown on the outside, white on the inside.
Yeah, okay. I will accept that the ISIS flag is a hate symbol. Is hateful.
Makes sense.
Islamic State cyber caliphate propaganda. I don't read Arabic, but I'm sure it's great.
There's a lot of straight lines. Sounds good.
We will burn America.
Yes.
Sometimes people with the worst past create the best future. It won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. This Cadurovite showing this kid how to hold a pistol. Raised index finger. What does that mean?
It's there is no God but Allah.
But
so
how do they know that it's
this
Allah?
is not a hate symbol. This is I've seen everybody almost every Islamic person does this in photos. You see this in sports. Yes, obviously the ISIS guys do it too, but it's the Islamic version of the V for victory.
Oh.
It's just one. Use index finger. There is no God but Allah.
Do the Hindus like just hold up two hands?
Not sure. Inshallah,
gods do they have?
mashallah, alumidallah, whatever. But yeah, that's the symbol. It's just that there is no God but Allah. It's just,
Okay.
yeah. But obviously that can be pushed to an extreme.
Here we go.
Yes, it's the equivalent, it's the equivalent of the OK hand. Yes.
OK hand symbol.
Yes. Yes. PB. What? Proud Boys. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Does it actually add the context that it was actually never intended to be a white power symbol? It was meant
While
to be
generally
a fucking troll?
harmless, the OK hand gesture has also been appropriated by the alt-right as a visual representation of W plus P. A well-known example is the Christchurch mosque shooter, seen on Twitter during the Trump presidency.
I wish anybody could show me like decent examples of the OK symbol or the alt-right anywhere.
The one,
You
like
got
they
Proud
even
Boys doing it right now.
they
So that's their
literally
excuse.
included the bit from the 4chan post.
Yeah.
With the W and the P.
Yeah.
Like,
And they've put the outline showing what's W and P.
the ADL even says, like, the ADL's page for the OK hand symbol literally has, oh hey, 4chan started this as a troll. If it's okay to be white is on here, like I'm going to assume this is actually 4chan who've made this.
So when do you boys go?
That's right. He's just playing the circle game.
When you
everybody gets to be punched in the nuts by Brendan Tarrant.
Sorry, Tim, you were saying something?
Go take over New Zealand.
I don't want them. I don't want them. No, fuck them. They can stay in their own country. I do not want New Zealand and Australia to join. They had their chance. We gave them a chance in 1901. They didn't take it. They can live with Ardern. They can live with their socialist regime. Fuck them.
Proud Boys are a hate symbol, apparently, a hate meme. Far-right misogynist male-only organization that promotes and engages in political violence.
That black and gold is odd.
Black and gold is a discount brand in Australia.
Yeah.
Like home brand.
Nobody on the stream has the black and gold.
Fred Perry polo shirts, American. Confederate flags, red MAGA hats, sometimes carrying military. Okay, I mean, technically that is actually all correct. That is their kind of iconography. We actually have Proud Boys in Australia, apparently.
A west-facing rooster. The west is best. Well, I mean,
you can't argue with that.
No lie. No lie detected. How can you be in the west and not think that it's best?
If you came here from somewhere else.
It's cultural relativism. Like, of course my culture is best. It's my culture.
Yeah, but you're West and you don't have culture. Oh my God. There was back when I was in high school. We had a refugee living in our town. That's where she'd been placed. And she went off at our maths teacher. And she just said, no, you're Australian. You don't have any culture of your own. What the fuck are you talking about?
Has she not seen a meat pie?
This was brilliant because this refugee girl was like 21, 22.
Why was she in your school?
And so she had to go through. She still had to finish high school in Australia.
Was she in Colombia, maybe?
No, she was Arabic. I can't remember exactly where she was from. Yeah. But the teacher was about 22, 23 as well. So these were two full-blown adults having a full-blown cultural argument in maths class, and we just all sat back.
Never met a 22-year-old that I thought was an adult.
No, see,
adults
if only
18 in Australia.
I think Dave said something. You're alive, Dave?
No, Dave died a long time ago.
No, I saw his thing move.
Dave, tap your mic if you're alive, man.
Morse code, my man. Morse code.
Dave.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're not dead.
You okay?
No, he's dead. It's not Dave.
No, he just spoke.
Did he?
Oh, yeah. You there?
Dave? Dave? No, he's dead. He's not even alive anymore.
He said
He's been dead for 3.5 hours.
He said sorry about that.
I think that was Tim.
No, that was Dave. That was Dave. Dave, you there? You okay?
Dave.
Keep going. Chime in when you're ready.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's hateful.
I'm gonna go eat a whole bunch of cyanide.
Yeah, that's hateful.
Yeah, okay, that is definitely
Not
something.
really a meme, but
yeah. But you can
Boogaloo
use
Boys?
it as a meme.
What's hateful about the Boogaloo Boys?
They're a U.S. militia situated on the far right political spectrum. The movement is regarded as being anti-government, pro-guns, seeking to incite a second civil war.
I'm not seeing a problem with that.
I don't see any problem.
Everybody should be anti-government.
They're trying to start a
Boogaloo
civil war,
Boys.
allegedly. They're trying to start.
Well, that's where the Boogaloo comes from. The
Yeah.
Civil War II electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's an igloo. Igloo, come and start it. That is funny, though.
I don't know.
Chad, yes, Chad.
This is a hate meme?
It can be used as such, but yeah.
No, it can't because it's absolute. It just fucking
Well,
can't.
it depends on what the question being asked is and what you're saying yes to. Was 6 million enough?
No, it doesn't matter.
Was 6 million not enough?
Yes is never a hate
Should there have been
response.
more? Yes. That would be
ridicule, #ridicule, #racism, #.
Do you want me to die in a fire? Yes.
That's what you would use yes chat for. Yes.
It's not a hate meme. It's just reality.
Yeah.
Mediterranean, Nordic.
Of course, yeah, variants thereof. Yes.
What the difference? That's standard meme. Oh, all good, Dave, man. Like, that's okay. Dave said he's got to lay down.
Yeah. Take care of yourself, buddy.
Very sleepy boy.
Mm. Yeah, learn the fucking difference between Nordic and Mediterranean, damn it. Learn the fucking difference.
It's a big difference.
The Duma.
The Duma.
How's this a hate meme?
If you're making fun
Maybe
of
it's
the
a
Umas,
hate yourself.
if you're making fun of the Umas,
Oh, #incel.
yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Technically, I could probably consider myself incel. Technically. Oh, Dave, come on. Dave.
There's a whole. Dave is gone.
Dave's
There's a
gone.
whole subset of Uma memes. Yes.
Shameful.
The Duma, the Kuma.
Missed out on Dave.
The 1914 Zoomer. Racist
I don't
hate
like
memes.
how we just had
That seems redundant.
These-
Racist
yeah.
hate memes. Like
Yeah,
this is just
okay.
this is just anything.
Yeah, racist hate memes are hateful. No shit.
Adding coolant when the farm. Oh god, no, I'm not repeating that.
Get some more rape refugees. Fuck yeah.
Rape refugees not
Anti-feminist
welcome.
hate memes. Yeah, okay. That's
Ask Sweden. Ask Sweden what's happening. Come on.
These are funny memes, but
This was rational thought 10 years ago.
yeah.
Anti-feminist hate memes. Well, anti-feminism is not hateful. It's just fucking rational.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Oh shit! Antifa has a tank division.
Oh shit! It's Ubisoft's programming division, or is that Blizzard? I know that photo in the top right with the cone head. I can't remember what company that's from.
Oh my god! It literally is a cone head.
Every single fucking option on these pictures looks like the worst thing in the world.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Because
Jesus.
I'd rather kill myself than sit down to eat with any single one of those people.
These are getting pretty obscure.
Alt woke
refers to a convoluted PDF manifesto that's circulated in left-wing artistic circles.
You say you just had to say artistic because all artists are left wing
Yeah.
pretty much. But where the author envisions identitarian ties to the alt right while at the same time opposing it.
Yes, ugly women are gross today. Today's women are, I don't know, more ugly. It's all the sugar. It's too easy to get fat.
Yeah.
I was transgender before it was cool.
No, you weren't.
A slur for transgender people depicting Baphomet.
Yeah,
Satanic,
Yeah.
and hermaphrodite deity that is part man, woman, goat. and was allegedly worshipped by the Knights
Those
Templar.
damn gay people worship Satan.
Yeah.
Autistic screeching.
Basically how yes. I mean, this is not hateful.
No.
This is this is such a universally applicable meme.
Yeah.
It can be used by
hashtag ridicule, hashtag shitpost, hashtag alt-right.
But if it has Pepe, then
it's Pepe. Pepe makes it alt-right, of course.
Yeah. Leave Pepe alone. He's a good boy.
Triggered. Hashtag shitpost, hashtag sexism, hashtag LGBT.
Has anyone outed this chick on who she is? She was doxxed.
I want to say that she was, but I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure she was doxxed.
So. Yeah.
I kind of want to go stroke her out a little bit.
Original took an.
Pretty sure she's immune to it now. Happy Pride Month, posted on Instagram by a militant jihadist supporter, but not ISIS. The image depicts the gay pride rainbow-colored flag.
Is he carrying a fucking goat?
Oh, he's about to push someone off a building. Right.
Oh, that's a goat.
Happy Pride Month. Throw them off the building. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Yes, that is legit hateful.
Yes.
It's not a goat. It's just a building.
That's a person.
He's trying to throw a person off a roof.
The punishment for homosexuality is being thrown off buildings in ISIS territory. So yeah.
They don't have buildings though.
Anti-LGBT hate. Well,
they have.
Yeah. I've seen this one. This isn't hateful. Me trying to live my life. LGBT propaganda. That's
yes. Yeah. That's a classic.
That's hateful. Scientists found a cure for homosexuals, and the guy's holding the bat. That's to be fair. Yeah.
This is not bravery. This is Hans gets the flag.
I think this is anti-Proud Boy.
Seems like
this is anti-Proud Boy memes.
Can we show this with those giant dongs on YouTube?
Probably.
Last 2 hours in. Yeah. Okay, we're good.
We're 2 hours in. That's fine.
Cool.
Vladlov Putler.
Yeah.
Putler is a neologism that became popular on social media during the Russia-Ukraine conflict in 2014, but originally dates back to 2009. It's an older meme, sir. But it still checks out. Yeah. I know you've just said my goddamn, but I presume you're talking about the previous one. Just by virtue of the delay. What aboutism? I don't get it.
Whataboutism refers to a logical fallacy that attempts to anecdotally discredit opposing views as hypocritical without fearing their argument.
We're almost at the end. This thing's getting really turning into a slog.
It's stretching.
Basically, all this makes sense to me. I mean,
Ukrainian farmed forces running gag. How is this a hate meme?
It's not. That's
this
not
is hilarious.
A joke.
Yeah. These are all memes, but I don't see how most of these are not hateful.
This is hashtag shitpost. This has no other hateful hashtags.
Yeah.
Russia signed a 120-day.
That's not a fucking hate meme. The whole
Kyrgyzstan, Shadilay.
That's
it's way too much.
Again, it's just because
rights for the national anthem. Yeah.
Nothing is beyond our reach.
What? Wait a minute.
This is all just 4chan nonsense.
Yeah, this is all 4chan. The shitpost, hashtag hoax.
Yeah, it's real.
Apu Apostasia is a poorly drawn variation of Pepe. Oh, so this is the crudely drawn Pepe. I didn't know he had a separate name.
Yeah.
Hello, Apu. Nice to meet you.
It's the innocent-looking, more sensitive, and more clumsy, childlike aesthetic to disguise normalize extreme viewpoints.
Yeah. I thought this was all just still Pepe, but apparently this is Apu. Okay.
Wojak, shitpost, alt-right. I think the NPC memes are around here somewhere as well.
Next.
Wojak. Oh, yes. The NPC meme. This is only hateful to the NPCs.
It's derived from the non-player character in it's not fucking doesn't come from fucking Dungeons and Dragons, you retards.
NPC is typically a computer controlled character. it doesn't reference the idea that people who don't have an inner monologue are NPCs.
Well, its portrayal in the NPC meme is often used as a stereotype for liberal or left-wing people. So, people who don't have monologues.
I support the current thing, yes.
Yeah.
30-year-old debunker. Bloomer is an optimistic and quiet person, perhaps an adolescent male. Oh, it's to do with incel culture. I have no idea about that.
Yeah, it's like a white-pilled version of Kuma.
Right.
Yeah.
The king. I see this all the time. I've never
the
really
king.
understood it.
The king. Yes, the Burger King on the flight dropping the hard R.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Better move kebab. I remember this. And then Brenton Tarrant, of course. It was played during the live feed of the... Yeah, so that's where Brenton Tarrant actually played Remove Kebab in his live stream.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He had that playing in the background.
I was wondering if that'd make the Trump balloon with the napper. That's ridiculous. And that's it. That is the Hate Meme Handbook. It's brought to you by our friends in the European Union. Very few.
I don't understand anything that happened in that handbook. It's very
Basically, if you make any of those memes, you're being hateful.
You're hateful.
70% of those here right now.
90% of that is just shit posting.
Yeah.
Back to news.
Oh shit, we got more.
Yeah, I got tons more.
Good. Let's get after it.
Tons more. We're here for hours.
It was only halfway through.
Halfway through, yeah.
Sweet.
And bits and pieces takes ages. So yes, there was another January 6th hearing that nobody watched.
The walls are closing in.
Well, yes, the walls are closing in. They're going to get him soon.
Are closing in, didn't you hear?
They'll stop him. The walls are continue to close in. Have you heard the walls are closing in?
Yeah, I heard he was arrested a week ago.
Yeah, Trump. They're coming for him. So they've spent $2.5 million. They're spending like $2.5 million a quarter. They're going to spend $9.3 million by the end of the year.
Yeah, it's not going to stop.
The Benghazi committee only spent $7.8 million over 2.5 years. So there's a breakdown in the disbursement reports. There's some people making some serious bank off this.
Why
hearing.
can't I just like squeak in on like one single payment of $1 million? Like that's all I want. I don't need a big payoff.
They break it down. It's a very interesting breakdown.
I need a little bit of the money.
Like they even break it down by employee. Like where was it? These are so like. Here you go. So this Catherine B. Abrams, who's a staff associate, is being paid $50,000 a year. Investigative counsel on $145,000 a year. Deputy staff director on $188,000 a year.
Are these just their normal salaries? Are they?
They're being hired by the thing. I don't know if you're referring to this or but
I'm just looking at this.
Yeah. 77,000, 188,000 as a staff director. Why do you need so many staff? Like the deputy staff director, a staff director, senior researcher for $173,000, almost $174,000 a year. Senior legislative director, your tax dollars at work. Senior professional staff member.
God.
What kind of fucking role is staff member?
Yes, agreed.
Pays $185,000 a year.
Normally, you'd have to be like a representative to actually get that fucking money to get a salary like that.
Oh yes, I was a senior professional staff member for the U.S. House of Representatives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all kickbacks.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Kickbacks and money laundering. They're all funneling money to as many people as they can funnel money to. How come this professional staff member up here This senior professional staff member makes $185,000, but this normal professional staff member makes $65,000. That doesn't seem fair.
One of them's probably an intern or an illegal.
So yeah, they've been their ratings are in the toilet. They only had 17.7 million views, and it was literally the only fucking show on television, unless you watched Fox News.
Quantum Leap.
So all that money, all that effort, apparently no one gives a shit.
No.
So after all that, 53% of Americans say Donald Trump deserves a good amount of blame, and 61% say no, he shouldn't be charged. Well, I mean, honestly, he should have a lot of the blame for people being there because he invited them there. But he didn't let him in. He didn't refuse. He didn't say no to extra Capitol Guard. He didn't say no to extra personnel.
He's the one who tried to get the National Guard down there. He told, he relinquished control of the National Guard, so he couldn't actually call them down there.
Yep.
He gave Pelosi and McConnell, I think it was, or Schumer, one of them.
She's the Speaker of the House is in charge.
Pelosi at minimum had been given the authority to call the National Guard, and Trump tried to get her to call the National Guard, but they didn't bother.
Yeah,
but everyone's been it's. I think it was absolutely stupid to delegate that power to her. It should have been in his. He should have retained control, and he should have sent the National Guard down there.
Yep.
Just make the call.
The hearings have failed to cut through as a voting issue because everything else is falling apart. Inflation is, of course, the number one issue for 37% of registered voters. Abortion for 18%.
Yeah, that's right, Magus.
Yes, that's right.
Bowser.
Yeah. Bowser
Mayor
also said no, thank you.
BC.
Yeah. So, and then pointed out that, oh no, it's the Capitol Police that have to take care of that shit. Which aren't under her purview. So yes, inflation, abortion, guns, healthcare rate above the January 6 hearings, and I would doubt that the 9% that care about January 6th. The rest is crime and in immigration. No, that's going to fuck them though. 42% of independents. Inflation is the top issue.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this was, of course, the Colbert 9, who went into the Capitol building in much the same way. They snuck in. Were referred to be prosecuted.
Yep. Capitol Police said, we should prosecute them.
Capitol Police said, yeah, absolutely. These guys should be prosecuted. Strangely enough, didn't happen.
No.
So the Capitol Police released a statement basically saying, hey, this is bullshit. We referred them. We think they should have been prosecuted, and they weren't.
Yep.
And yeah.
It's unfortunate, it's right.
Despite all the evidence, including the group, its leader had been told several times that they could not be in the building without an escort, and the U.S. attorney declined to prosecute. I wonder why. Very interesting. So Steve Bannon, of course, was convicted of his contempt of Congress charges, which is a bunch of fucking bullshit. I don't know how you even run that trial in the middle of the fucking January 6 hearings.
Steve Bannon, you just drag him before the court and you say, no, fuck you, you're guilty.
Yep, that's right. He couldn't even play his own, most of his defenses were voided. He wasn't allowed to present the defense that it was
his subpoena was incomplete.
Wasn't constituted correctly, which it isn't.
Yep.
So
he was not. Yeah, he claims he was not given a complete subpoena. Yeah. So the documents were not completed. He was not provided with all the requisite documentation for the subpoena to be binding. The court ignored that. So yeah, he's going to appeal it, and he should be overturned on appeal.
Yeah, it'll go to the appeals court. The appeals court will probably uphold it because it's the fucking DC appeals court.
Yeah.
I don't know which circuit is DC.
They have their own circuit, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, all his defenses were denied.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right. All his defenses were denied, which is bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
The DC has its own circuit, yes.
They do have their own circuit. Well, they're not going to fucking.
No, he's fucked.
They're going to uphold it.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Because they're like DC circuit's fucked. No Republican can get a fair trial on DC circuit at all. So if you're a Fed, try to get out of there. Like if you can get a change of venue, do it. And I mean, I know he tried a few times because they tried to get it. They tried to get it deferred because of publicity. They tried to get a change of venue because there's no way he could get a fair trial.
I could be slightly DC. So there are state Supreme Courts, obviously, but DC is not a state.
Federal. This is federal court. Yeah.
Okay. So if it's a federal circuit appeals, so DC has its own court of appeals, which is equivalent to a state Supreme Court.
Yeah, I think it was the Trump appointed judge. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember which circuit. I think the DC has its own circuit. No, the United States Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit. Yes, I was right the first time.
They've got their own appeals.
Yep.
It's their own circuit. So yeah, Tucker.
Yeah, but it's
of course.
But most of the DC circuit judges are Reagan or Trump. Obama, Bush,
Kavanaugh was
Clinton.
DC circuit, I think.
Yeah, it's
what's his name? Garland.
Ketanji
DC
and
circuit.
Jake.
Ketanji.
Ketanji was also a DC circuit. Yeah.
So he obviously
and
Roberts,
Roberts
of something that Democrats are never convicted
Roberts
of.
and Merrick Garland and Thomas all come from the DC circuit.
Jeez, it's where everybody goes just before they go to the Supreme Court, apparently.
Yeah, John Roberts. So was Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and Scalia. Like the Supreme Court is usually filled from the DC circuit.
Wow.
Jackson, Kavanaugh, Roberts, Merrick Garland, Clarence Thomas, Anthony Scalia, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh well, they're definitely gonna gonna uphold this.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on which way the Senate flows. But honestly, by the time it's not going to get to the DC circuit till at least next year.
Yeah.
So they've got what they wanted. They've got look, he's guilty. Trump person guilty. We're doing it. We're doing what we said we'd do. So, but it's okay. Trump has a radical plan.
Oh, fucking Jonathan Swan. I want to choke this dude out. Holy shit.
No, this is great.
I hate Jonathan
This is actually
Swan.
great. This is a great article because it's written because they think it's an own.
Yeah.
Because Trump's plan, he tried to implement back in October 2020. He signed an executive order known as Schedule F. When what it would do is it would eviscerate the permanent state. So what's we call the deep state. But the thing that secretly controls your life is not elected. But yes, he plans to gut the civil service. He's going to make all these people whose jobs are protected because they're not quote unquote political appointees. He's going to turn them into Schedule F employees, which will allow them to be fired if they don't meet their requirements.
Good. Clean house. Every president should be able to do that.
So something like 50,000 people will be changed to Schedule F and be subject to being dismissed.
Good.
And the best part was the mask slipped because they literally said it was something like these people have like a where was it? Let me find it. Yeah, it was a great idea, and it felt like Trump had realized that his biggest mistake was not firing people.
Yep. He always brings people in close to get to know them, and then they screw him over in public and ruin his image entirely. Instead of just fucking cutting them loose, like you used to do on your goddamn reality show. You know, you're the guy who got hired because you said people were fired. Well, fucking do it.
Trying to find it. It was something along the lines of like the mask like really did slip. It was like, oh yeah, these guys, this threatens the like people who control the very nature of how American society operates.
That's the point.
And it was just like, whoa, did you just admit that the the deep state is real, and B, that they basically control everything?
Do you mean policies become people?
Yeah.
That was Jill Biden.
That was Jill Biden, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, essentially that's Trump's plan. Trump's plan is to, when he comes back, to take over. He's gonna clean out the civil service.
Good.
And honestly, I don't see how the Democrats can win.
Oh damn! What?
Who's that?
Gazzo?
Who's Gazzo?
Googling Gazzo.
But yes, apparently only 1% of people who CNN polled think America is doing well right now, and only 1% say the economy is very good. That is not good for Biden. Biden's favorables are now down to 36%. Harris is not doing any better, and Jill Biden's not doing better.
Who the fuck cares about Jill Biden?
Well, they always poll the first lady's favorability, because if the first lady has a higher favorability than the president, the first lady will have more visibility over things. Like there'll be more. She'll be sent out to announce things. That's why they do it. Black Hammer founder. What's Black Hammer?
Oh, okay. I'll look it up while you're talking.
But yeah, his approval on the economy is 30%. Approval on inflation 25%. 68% say priorities are wrong. Those aren't the numbers you want to hear going into to the midterms. I mean, we're at the end. We're going to be August soon. August, September, October, November. Antifa BLM dude dressed up like the Joker.
Yeah, a bunch of commies in Georgia, I think.
Wait, was someone who works for it, like, was an Antifa person actually arrested for something?
Yep.
Yes, I gotta see. Black Hammer.
Bunch of black communists, essentially.
An attack on revolution.
Juneteenth. Oh, no, that's July 19th, not June 19th.
Fayetteville Police Department SWAT and the FBI ambushed Atlanta headquarters of the Black Hammer Party. No lie, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, one hammer was shot and killed by police. His name was AP, our party's Minister of Defense, and he was 18 years old. Jesus. An 18-year-old Minister of Defense. And this isn't the first time a revolutionary movement was attacked via mind, propaganda, body, our soldiers, and spirit, the people. I feel like I should be raising a fist. Marcus Garvey was a Jamaican revolutionary who founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association. He was responsible for creating the largest African organization in history, having millions of members across the world. Africans in the US, Africans in Panama, Africans in Ghana, everywhere. He was a charismatic speaker, stood strong in his beliefs, and didn't budge for anyone, even when he got money from the Ku Klux Klan to get his people back to Africa. One of the biggest detractors, W.E.B. Du Bois, used to hate Garvey for his popularity and vigor. While aggravated sodomy was a charge. That's hilarious. Damn. 2 charges. 2 charges. Holy shit. Wait, they went in over aggravated sodomy charges? God damn. Obviously, they're not going to report on their own shit.
Yeah, I've got a different. So there was. Yeah, there's a different. I put a source in private chat, but yeah, it was one of the dudes was charged with aggravated sodomy, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony, 2 counts of false imprisonment, party to a crime, 2 counts of kidnapping, party to a crime, 2 counts of aggravated assault, party to a crime, and 2 counts of criminal street gang activity.
These are lovely photos. That's a nice smiles. Most guys, when they're arrested, they're not happy at all. These guys are just stoked. 9 occupants voluntarily left this could have turned into what was it? The Move bombings. Dank did a video on Move yesterday. The Move bombings back in '85.
Oh, I haven't seen. I'll have to go watch it.
He did a Mad Lads on it, yeah. When they blew up and then they burned down half of fucking Philly.
Ooh.
This could have turned into that. That would have been funny. This sounds like Move. Like this sounds like the Move organization, except a bit more militant. That's funny. Yes, he does look very flamboyant.
Looks like a typical Californian. He
Well,
looks
you know,
works at it looks like he works at a game development company.
Yeah, aggravated sodomy, 2 counts of conspiracy. It's going to be a felony, 2 counts of false imprisonment, party to a crime. 2 counts of kidnapping, party to a crime. Oh, that must be felony kidnapping.
Yeah,
felony
like
false
accessory party to a crime.
Accessory too, yeah.
Yeah.
Party to a crime, and 2 counts of criminal street gang activity.
Mm-hmm.
They must. Was this anti-government? Because that's the only time that SWAT goes in. The FBI doesn't give a shit unless they're anti-government. That's why Antifa gets to wander around unhindered.
Yeah.
Back to the rails. So yes, I don't know if anybody saw this piece.
I saw that. Yeah.
How in God's name are the Democrats still losing even after the January 6th?
Because no one cares about the January 6th hearings, Brian.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about it. That's why. But they can't get it through their fucking head that nobody cares about January 6th.
People see through the hearings. People don't like Liz Cheney. The hearings are not doing Liz Cheney any fucking favors.
Liz Cheney's smug Republican con job.
You don't even have to look for the tell. It's right there in the first thing they say.
3.9 years while he loaded up the Supreme Court. Yeah.
The Republican functionary witnesses sit there looking all smug and self-satisfied as they tell what they know about what Trump did and the puny shit they did to try and stop it. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But yes, Joe Biden, of course, says he has cancer because he barely knows where he is most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, has to make Kamala happy. And, of course, AOC was arrested. Poor AOC. She was arrested. Look, as she's led away in handcuffs. Oh, wait. Hang on a minute. Looks like... Oh, wait. No, there's no handcuffs.
Oh, shit. She broke her thumb and slipped out of the cuffs.
She slipped out of those imaginary cuffs and gave a white...
Brown power.
Fucking hell. And of course,
Ilhan Omar did the same thing.
Exactly the fucking same. They both did exactly the same thing. I'd like to point out that neither of them were arrested. Neither of them were detained. They were asked to move on.
Well,
at which point they complied.
The Capitol Police came out and said they arrested 17 members of Congress. But you're right, though. Those two were not listed by name.
Yeah.
But, they were probably arrested very briefly, come with me. And then released.
Obstruction or incommoding, Yeah. So get out of the way. No. Okay, come with me.
Yeah. You're arrested. Now you're off the street. Okay, you're free to go.
And if you've seen the Capitol Police arrest people before, they don't get fucking let off with just their hands behind their back normally.
No. And then the stupid bitch comes out and says, hey, no, it's best practice to put your hands behind your back when you're arrested. And Dan Bongino comes out because Dan Bongino is former NYPD and former Secret Service. And he comes out and says, no, bullshit.
No.
That's the fucking worst thing you can do. Keep your hands where the cops can see them.
Yeah.
Don't put them behind your back unless you're fucking told to.
Yeah. And Kamala is secretly based. Kamala is secretly based. I mean, I guess. Like, wow. Who knew? Who knew that Kamala secretly understood?
This is glorious.
First of all, I'll say that I do believe in many ways we are a nation in mourning as a result of gun violence. Black people are 13% of America's population, and I think it's 62% of homicide victims to gun violence.
Despite...
First of all,
Whoa!
Who wants to tell her? Who wants to tell her?
Who wants to tell her? Jesus.
I'm pretty sure she already knows, being the former district attorney for California.
Former DA for San Francisco.
That's the one. That was the one.
Former Attorney General for California.
She's a, quote, cop. She should know.
Yep, absolutely. Kamala's a cop. She put more black men in jail than probably any other vice president in history. But yes, the New York and DC are very mad that the plan to ship all the illegals on buses and send them to New York and DC is going ahead and working. Exactly. Who's committing the murders, Kamala? She ain't going to talk about that. She got dangerously close, though.
Yeah.
Dangerously close. But yes.
But it's blame the guns, not the people. Yeah.
But yeah, Muriel's very upset. DC's not happy. Not happy about getting all these illegals. I mean,
stay in your own fucking states. You know, Texas and Florida.
Washington Post reported last week that homeless shelters in D.C. were filling up, and groups were getting overwhelmed by these buses that the governors of Texas and Arizona are sending here full of migrants. How significant is this influx? How many people?
Well, this is a very significant issue. We have for sure called on the federal government to work across state lines to prevent people from really being
across state lines.
Tricked into getting on buses. We think they're largely asylum seekers who are going to final destinations that are not Washington, D.C. I worked with the White House to make sure that FEMA provided a grant to a local organization that is providing services to folks. But I fear that they're being tricked into nationwide bus trips when their final destinations are places all over the United States of America.
Womp womp.
They're not asylum seekers, most of them. They're not.
They're being tricked?
Doubt it.
No, they're being told to leave, and they just get on the fucking bus.
Yeah.
So they're just happy to be in America.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
honestly, they're just going to be told, hey, if you get on the bus, when you get to New York, they'll give you free housing. They'll give you free this, free that. And it's true that it's just, whoops, we didn't expect people to actually come and take it. So
now you know how Texas feels.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Eric Adams has the same problem. So, see what he has to say about his cries.
This is a real burden on New Yorkers as we're trying.
Oh, poor New Yorkers.
Oh,
pity about it. Doesn't care about the burden on
your bodegas are going to be overrun.
To do the right thing. We already, as I stated, we already have an overburdened shelter system. So now we're talking about, as you stated, food, clothing, school. This is going to impact our schools because we do not turn away individuals because they're undocumented. Translation services. There's just a whole host of things that this is going to produce, and that's why we need help and get it.
Maybe
you need help.
Should turn them away because they're undocumented. Maybe you should actually take a stand against it.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. And of course, they're calling them cowards for sending them, which is bullshit. They want to come to America. All right, well, you don't let us stop them.
Texas isn't strong enough to look after these people themselves, so they had to shift that burden onto us because Texas is weak.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't let us. They wouldn't let them stop them. So,
yep.
What do you want them to do? So, from one group of homeless to another. Joe Rogan's in some hot water. Fucking for some reason. Sorry, you can't call them homeless. Apparently, I didn't know about this story. My wife came downstairs to me and she's like, "You know how much I hate Joe Rogan." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, he's apparently in trouble. And she's like, "Do you know you're not allowed to call homeless people homeless anymore? You have to call them unhoused."
No.
I
not
thought,
doing
what?
that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Fuck that.
But yeah, apparently Joe Rogan said some shit.
One either, like, and then we're on the underpass, and there's porta potties. Not one either, like 4, like a deck of porta potties. And then someone has a car parked there on the sidewalk, like partly on the sidewalk, so they're like half blocking a lane. And then they have like a canopy draped over their car, and they have just stacks of shit. And then next to it was a dresser. They had a dresser.
Jesus.
So they had their shoes in a shoe rack. There was a shoe rack. Like, this is where they live.
That's really wild. I didn't know also that, you know, when you see stuff like that on the streets, at least in Los Angeles or maybe in California, that's protected property, like by law. You know that? Like if you were
so
to
you're
go,
not supposed to do that.
But but like that's that person's property by law. If you were to
the homeless person's property is
Yes.
protected?
Yes, absolutely.
Huh.
If you were to go and try to
Joe, you
move
know
that or
this.
take that,
Don't
you
get arrested.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
Joe knows this. Like, I hate when he fucking plays
He
coy
plays
about it.
dumb, yeah. He plays dumb because the guest is.
He's got to be fair.
Yeah.
He's always high on weed, so you know.
Yeah,
understandable. But Joe, you know this. You fled
Yeah.
that state for exactly this
Hilarious.
reason.
But they wouldn't arrest you if you shot somebody.
Yeah,
Maybe you should just go and shoot the homeless people.
I like your ideas.
Yeah. And if nobody claims it, I mean, nobody does anything about violent crime in LA anymore. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
They're just letting people out.
No lie detected.
No lie detected.
Now, obviously, Joe Rogan is calling for people to go and shoot homeless people.
Yeah, pretty sure that's a joke, but he's just pointing out that the system is not doing anything.
Going back to the reason why the left can't meme is because the right is black and white and the left is all nuance.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Like repulsive comments about shooting homeless stuns LA's unhoused advocates.
No, they're not unhoused. They're fucking homeless.
They're homeless. They're homeless because LA is a fucking shit show.
They literally have no home. They are homeless. They are not unhoused. Technically, they sleep in a car.
Yeah,
they have a shelter. They don't have a fucking home.
If anything, calling them unhoused is minimizing it.
Exactly. This is the same thing with victim versus survivor.
Rob Schneider moved to Arizona.
Rob
because
Schneider's
homeless
fucking
were
face. I
shitting
love
in
th-
his
I love
flower
him.
pots. Of course they were. Of
Yeah.
course they were. Fucking hell. I missed that part in the nitrogen cycle. Where you feed the homeless and then the homeless shit in your pots and you can grow bigger plants and get better yields. So yes, of course, people are big mad at Joe. Poor
Shocked
Joe.
and saddened. Fuck LA. I'm just not.
Because he called for it. He called for no. He didn't
called a joke.
fucking call for it.
It's a joke. He's saying you could probably do it and you wouldn't get in
Making
trouble.
a comment on
This
how
Yeah.
violence is like you could shoot him and there's no problem, but I'm sure the police would respond to.
It's like
a
when
homeless person
Trump
getting
said I
their
could probably
shit
shoot a
stolen.
guy on Fifth Avenue. And
Yeah,
get
he
away
wasn't
with it.
literally gonna go and
No,
fucking shoot
it's
a
a
guy on
joke.
Fifth Avenue. Like
He's calling out the law enforcement in Los Angeles, saying you guys are so shit that you
But
guys.
remember,
won't. Yeah.
Remember, the left can't meme because
can't.
they understand shades of grey, and the right deals in absolutes.
We were reliably informed by the European Union that the left can't meme.
Yes, the European
Science
Union
has
says it.
spoken.
So, but yes, police are cracking down on homeless. So they're ending up apparently in the Mojave Desert, which sounds fucking lovely. So they've got to walk for miles to get water when their car breaks down. So, I mean, look, it's terrible. It shouldn't be.
No,
it shouldn't be happening. Like, if the state should do something about it, like send them on their way,
doesn't California have most of the homeless in the country?
Yeah.
Like it has most homeless
More
people
homeless
in America
in
live
California,
in
yeah.
California. Is it a majority of the actual homeless population, or is
I
it
think
just
the majority. I think it is the majority.
pretty
yeah.
close to
And
it?
it's because of the weather.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're homeless in New York, you can easily die.
Yeah.
So, but homeless in California, yeah, it'll get cold sometimes in winter, but you're not going to freeze to death.
No.
So out in the desert you might, but not in LA. But yes, of course, with the homeless comes this. Kim Glass is an Olympic medalist. I don't know if it's a gold medalist. She was attacked. I'll let her tell her story.
It's a pretty nasty shiner.
Oh yeah, like she's like worried she might lose an eye.
Yeah.
Lunch. As I was leaving lunch, I was outside and I was saying goodbye to a friend, and this homeless man ran up. He had something in his hand he was outside of the car in the street, and he just like looked at me with some pretty hateful eyes. And as I turned to go tell my friend, I think something's like wrong with him and I think he's gonna hit the car. Before I knew it, a big metal bolt, like pipe, hit me right here. It happened so fast. He literally flung it from the street. Lunch. As I was leaving lunch, I was.
So, yeah, what a fun town, LA. So it's not the only case this week.
Many such cases.
Yeah. So Trent Millsap, homeless man on parole, stabbed and killed the three-time Auto Club champ Bobby East. So yeah, it's not homeless. Homeless will fucking kill you.
They will.
Like fucking insane. So
I think that's why I'm scared to go to LA.
Oh, that's right. You're going to LA.
Well, that might be put off just with money and all that. But eventually, sometime next year, I'll go to LA for sport reasons.
We did get Dave wearing the cat mask.
Yes, before we went live. Yes, in the green room.
Yeah,
he was wearing the cat mask.
Just gonna. Tim's disconnect. Tim's just like missing in action.
Yeah.
Can't tell if that's on my end. It's like it sounds like you're like speaking super fast. I don't know if it's my machine.
Who, me or it could
you,
be?
Yeah.
I do tend to talk really fast sometimes, but
it's like super duper fast.
Shit, that probably might just be the machine, or it might be the mic. I'm still not used to it. Who knows?
No, it's weird. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
I can deal with it. It's not coming through on the stream.
Cool.
There was a couple more things. Apparently, the whole Snyder Cut thing is fake.
Never watched it. I haven't even watched the Justice League movie. Never.
Yeah, apparently.
Never.
Yeah, so it is choppy.
Choppy for me?
It's choppy. You're choppy. You're coming through like
weird.
Hang on. Let me remove you and add you.
Yep.
Try now.
Better? Is this better? Everybody?
No, it sounds like you're like the wrong frequency or something.
I keep playing with these things. Is this better?
There's a bit of noise. You got to say more than "is this better?"
Hello, is this better?
No, it's. Check the frequency of your mic and make sure it's I think 48 kilohertz or 44 kilohertz. Like try one, if whatever one it is. Try the other.
Don't know if I've got frequencies to actually change around. Hang on.
More volume settings.
I've got the Shure Plus app, but it doesn't give me anything around.
Oh, no, in Windows, Windows settings, the Windows sound settings.
Let's have a look. See,
there's like format for the input.
Input. Hang on. check that nothing's fucked up here. Options.
We're boomering it big time.
Yeah, like who dis? 4,800.
That's it. Say something.
Are you right? Hello.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello world. Hello world. I didn't change anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you do something?
That's weird. I didn't do anything.
Speakers, insert.
That's very strange. Anyway.
Yeah, hopefully that
Snyder
works.
Cut fake, apparently. I don't know that I believe it.
Yeah, I never watched it in the first place.
The only interesting thing in this article was there was a Warner Brothers report that said, it's fake. They probably used what's its name? What's the bot Sentinel? But
jeez.
All this article to just bang on, and then the final paragraph, regardless of whether there was behind the scenes manipulation in the Snyderverse. So the entire article doesn't start with a premise. It's not asking a question. It says fake accounts fueled it. And then at the end, it's like, regardless of whether they were or they weren't. What the fuck? So,
Modern journalism.
As usual.
Yep.
No, it's doing it again.
Oh, fuck's sake. Is that better?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're almost done. There was this today. Apparently, Depp Heard is just the same as Gamergate. Because everything goes back to Gamergate. Because they can't ever fucking let it alone.
Yeah. This is just... You can't reason with these people.
No.
No matter how many court hearings there are, you cannot reason with these people.
Yeah, and no matter how many times the FBI does releases a report that says no, there was no violence related to Gamergate. No matter how many times people who were involved in Gamergate and were there, cough cough, plenty of people have said, and I was there. It was about ethics in journalism. Were there douchebags? Yeah, absolutely.
This is the same one. Was this the same one that Sargon went to? No, that was MythCon.
Gamergate.
MythCon. Wait, no, hang on. I was not part of Gamergate, so I didn't pay attention to anything in the world until after it. But I hear it keep coming up.
So for you, Gamergate was coined by actually there's a great fucking great episode of what's his name's podcast. Fuck. I watched it the other day. Jim.
Jim Norton?
No.
Sterling. Jim Sterling?
No. Sorry, Internet Aristocrat. Daddy Jim.
Daddy Jim.
Yeah.
Daddy Jim, yes.
Yeah. So he was on a podcast with I follow him on Twitter, but I can't remember his fucking name.
Quarantine
It's just eluding me right now.
Quarantine
Quarantine Crew. He was on a podcast this week, where he talks about Gamergate. He basically goes through the whole thing. That's a great starting point. I'll find the link and send it to you after. But essentially, Gamergate started because a woman called Zoe Quinn was dating a man, another developer, another game.
Yes,
developer.
I know the story of Zoe Quinn.
He released So he released a blog post basically saying, "Hey, she had an affair.
Mm-hmm.
She cheated on me with a whole bunch of games journalists, and it was in return they gave her favorable coverage."
Yeah.
So
this is the whole
turned into a whole thing.
Yeah.
Turned into a whole thing where gamers were mad because games journalists were trash. They continue to be trash. So it started about ethics in journalism and how a woman with a shit game that nobody cares about shouldn't be able to get good publicity by using her pussy to do it.
Yeah.
So it started as that. It turned into other stuff. The left went fucking berserk. The journalist class went fucking berserk. The journalists were busted having a distribution list, an email distribution list that they would use to coordinate things, which is like super unethical. Basically, all the views people have of journalists now emanate from Gamergate.
That makes a lot of sense.
A lot of the distrust in media came from that and was confirmed. So of course, but the journalists keep fucking going back to it. They're like, "Oh, this is exactly the same as Gamergate."
Yeah, whenever people
Gamergate.
call out the media, it's all, "Oh no, you were part of Gamergate. Gamergate,
yeah, you just
strikes
Gamergate,
again."
blah 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 blah. Yeah, Gamergate strikes again.
Makes sense.
So yes, Kat Tenbarge, of course. Where does she work now? Are you fucking this NBC?
NBC. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she's like, Depp Heard was just a continuation of Gamergate. Fucking nothing to do with Gamergate. The only continuation of Gamergate comes with the fucking media's coverage of it.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing to do with Gamergate. So yes, that was very frustrating this week. So, but yes, nothing at all to do with Gamergate. Again, they just try to make it happen. Next thing I had was the girls. Girls aren't girls anymore. Girls are a person whose gender identity is female.
It's official now. Anything that's not male is now female.
Well, not male is a female. Not
anyone that feels female is female.
Yeah. So and not only that, they did it to boys as well.
Oh shit! At least there's equality, but you know.
So where was it? It was further down. Where was it? It was a child whose gender identity is male.
Still a thing.
So, but interestingly enough, a man is a man. Because who'd want to be a fucking man?
But how can a man be a man if we don't know what a woman is?
So there's no trans entry for man, which I thought was strange.
Shit. FDMs get wrecked.
Yep. And there's no trans one for a woman yet. Only girl. It's an adult human female, an adult female person, and a woman belonging to a particular category as by birth, residence, membership, or occupation, usually used in combination. So I cancel woman. So yeah.
Damn.
They only did girl and boy. Interesting.
Ooh, so that changed when you become an adult? Must now. Oh,
apparently, yeah.
New rules
must solidify. You've got to change early. Got to get those drugs into the kids. From a mind virus to an actual virus, where we're all going to die.
What?
So this is the new COVID.
Yeah, I've heard about
this coming for us. New subvariant. So and who has declared that there's a global outbreak of monkeypox?
Well, you know,
spreading through the gay community.
Just don't things down there, and you're fine. Just
you
know.
This was interesting though. Their own expert panel voted 9-6 against declaring it an emergency.
And then Tedros overruled them.
Tedros overruled them.
Mm-hmm.
Which was very interesting. Wonder why that is. So I saw this one this morning. A 19-year-old girl who had AIDS infected 324 men in 3 months.
What a body count! God damn. That's four.
Yeah.
That's 4 people a day.
So,
that's 4 people a day. Holy
I'm pretty sure
shit.
that's not a picture of the girl.
Helpless girl despairing.
Helpless girl despairing in her heart wanted to commit suicide several times. I hate men. I should get revenge on them. My future has been ruined by them, and they have to pay for it.
I'm sorry you were conceived.
That's got to be hard work because.
I was gonna say, is she a porn star?
Yeah, that was exactly my response. No way.
Unless she's having gangbangs every day. Like, where is she getting these 300 men from?
4 people on average every day.
Where is she getting these 300 men from? Where's Drexen? We need him.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Why do they choose to take revenge on society? The person who maliciously spreads AIDS may be by your side. There are not a few people who choose to maliciously spread AIDS. That sentence doesn't explain anything.
So yeah, that's right. If it was California, she won't get charged.
Yeah, it's decriminalized now.
Yeah, it's been decriminalized in California. So yeah, perfectly legal for her to do in California. So I guess fight the power, fight the patriarchy. It's one way to do it. So YouTube's gonna remove misinformation about abortion.
What misinformation?
People, of course, became very worried that this was going to be opinions about abortion. But if you actually read the article, their concern is apparently there's people advertising homemade abortificants that you can just make out of shit in your pantry.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't say they're safe. Certainly not safe. I would not advise them.
This is a PSA. If you want to get rid of your baby, well, A, don't do it. And B, if you're really desperate, speak to a doctor and they'll probably give you some drugs. Don't mix up a concoction some fucking YouTuber read the recipe to. Yeah, that's right. The misinformation about abortion comes from the left. Yeah, but they're not talking about that misinformation yet. They're talking about health information about what herbs to take, exactly how much, I don't know, deadly nightshade to swallow to get rid of your
break out the hemlock.
Yes, how much hemlock to be broken down in your mortar and pestle. What prayers to say.
Go to the compounding pharmacy; they'll break it down for you.
Speaking of dangerous medications, we found out this week apparently antidepressants don't do shit.
Yeah, apparently depression is no longer a chemical imbalance.
Yeah, the lack of serotonin is not actually a cause. There's no evidence for it. So that was like I've been on antidepressants in my life, and I stopped taking them because they don't do anything other than make me feel like a zombie.
I've heard stories about that. Thankfully, I've never had to be put on any of that kind of thing. But
yeah. So, but it turns out there's one guy who knew all along.
Yeah, Tom Cruise was based all along.
Tom Cruise knew all along.
Here we are today, where I talk out against drugs and psychiatric abuses of electric shocking people, okay, against their will, of drugging
you'll summon Mike Pence.
with them not knowing the effects of these drugs. Do you know what Adderall is? Do you know Ritalin? Do you know now that Ritalin is a street drug? Do you understand that?
The difference is this was not against her will, though. But this wasn't against Brooke's will.
Matt, I'm asking you a question.
I understand there's abuse of all of these things.
No, you see, here's the problem. You don't know the history of psychiatry. I do. All it does is mask the problem, Matt. And if you understand the history of it, it masks the problem. That's what it does. That's all it does. You're not getting to the reason why. There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance. I'm saying that drugs aren't the answer, that these drugs are very dangerous. They're mind-altering, antipsychotic drugs. And there are ways of doing it without that so that we don't end up in a brave new world.
Yes, there are abuses. And yes, maybe they've gone too far in certain areas. Maybe there are too many kids on Ritalin. Maybe electric shock.
Too many kids on Ritalin, Matt.
I'm just saying, but aren't there examples where it works?
Matt, you don't even, you're glib. You don't even know what Ritalin is. If you start talking about chemical imbalance, you have to evaluate and read the research papers on how they came up with these theories, Matt, okay? That's what I've done. And you go and you say, where's the medical test? Where's the blood test that says how much Ritalin you're supposed to get?
It's very impressive to listen to you because clearly you've done the homework and you know the subject.
And you should. And you should do that also because just knowing people who are on Ritalin isn't enough. You should be a little bit more responsible in knowing
I'm not prescribing Ritalin, Tom, and I'm not asking anyone else to do it.
Well, you are. You're saying no.
I know some people who seem to have been helped by it.
But you're saying, but it's like this is a very important issue.
This is a very,
and you know what? And you're here on the Today Show,
right?
And to talk about it in a way of saying, well, isn't it okay, and being reasonable about it when you don't know, and I do. I think that you should be a little bit more responsible in knowing what it is, because you communicate to people.
Yeah. Who would have thought the voice of reason is fucking Tom Cruise. I mean, Tom Cruise would have known, but
I mean, if he wasn't a Scientologist, he'd be taken more seriously.
Well, that's a lot of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, rip to the ladies in Germany.
I saw this one too.
Yeah, because sex work is legal there.
Yeah, which means
if you refuse a call.
Mm-hmm.
If you get offered a job at a brothel and don't take it, you can lose your benefits.
Yep.
Which is hilarious. I know Drex would love that.
I think one of us sent it to him, but I mean, I don't think that's the case down under, because in our brothels here, you are renting out the room essentially. You don't work for the brothel.
Yeah.
You give them a cut of whatever you get paid, and the brothel charges rates.
Yeah.
Again, for the 1 or 2 people who are watching, I once applied to be a receptionist at a brothel, so I did some reading up on the Prostitution Act way back when. This was when I left home and I was on the dole, and I needed to actually take any job that was offered. So I go through the papers, apply for all the jobs, and that's how it works here. Is the brothel workers are actually contractors and
independent contractors.
They don't actually work for the brothels, unlike Germany, it seems. So.
Yeah. Apparently, there's lots of racism at Sesame Place. What the fuck that is?
Rosita ignored my kids because they're black, or some shit.
Not Rosita ignored my kids because if she stopped at every kid, she would be filling her fucking suit with urine.
Yeah.
Like,
she
doesn't even fucking see the kid.
like this.
Like, these people have no idea how limited your vision is in these fucking costumes.
I know. It's just, oh, but my kid is black and she was waving. She should have seen her.
And even if she saw her, she's being escorted away.
Yeah, can't you see the assistant girl right there trying to escort Rosita away? Holy fucking shit!
Stupid. So thank you, Tariq Nasheed, for bringing this to my attention.
Yeah.
Because of course he did. Fucking Tariq Nasheed. I wish Ben Crump could be more like Tariq Nasheed, because at least he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, Tariq Nasheed is great.
Where it all started, of course.
Oh.
He's got a Super Grover cape. Oh. That bitch ignored me. Oh no. Rosita waving. See, she waved to them.
Yeah.
She waved to the kids.
I do think it was I gotta go.
Very briefly, bye. She looks down at the kids, waves to them. She did, but but that bitch ignored me. Who do y'all think is inside the Rosita costume? It's very clearly corn pop.
It's definitely not Biden.
No.
It's not Biden, because it'd have no problem approaching the kids.
Oh jeez.
The other
I love this.
The lesbian bar shuts down 1 week after opening because they weren't woke enough.
Yeah. The communists rose up and the bar closed down.
That's right, yeah.
They tried to take ownership.
This is very similar to that queer-owned cafe in Philly that was not woke enough.
Yep.
So
it's not a safe space, and so
200 lesbians. Patrons claim that Doc Maurice had a culturally appropriative art on the walls. One TikToker,
video's gone. Damn it!
Breaks down the accusations against the bar. That would have been good. So yes, the Workers Collective. Fucking hell.
Fucking commies. Yeah, the staff demanded ownership. They wanted to take ownership of the business from the owner and have shared ownership like a co-op.
They wanted to seize the means of production.
Yeah.
Like, it's always... That was the same as the one last week, the Philadelphia one.
Yeah, I think I actually got these two stories confused, but it happened a couple of times.
Yeah, these were different stories. Oh, God, yawns on them. You got to stand outside next to a tree.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is different stories, but same deal. That's just it's communists who want to take over the place.
Yeah, they think it's a great idea until they put it in practice.
Yeah, and the same, like a similar thread was this story was the First Avenue Theater that cancelled the Dave Chappelle's show and had to send it down the road.
Yep.
This was driven apparently by staff refusing to show up.
Yep. Because Dave Chappelle he tells trans jokes.
Yeah, and this was Antifa organizing to protest.
There's no world that should exist where TERFs and trans folks feel comfortable oppressing our trans comrades. Comrades.
Please, I'd love them to experience communism because they'll be up against the fucking wall.
Lock and load. Show up tonight to let Dave Chappelle, his fans, and First Avenue know their hatred isn't welcome here. It's like,
yeah, of course.
All he's saying is
folded like a fucking cheap suit.
Yep.
We hear you. We'll do better. The usual fucking plap.
Tonight's show has been cancelled at First Avenue and is moving to the Varsity Theatre. Hang on, that announcement came from First Avenue.
Yeah. First Avenue said, "Yep, we've cancelled the show."
Do they own Varsity Theatre as well?
I don't think so. I think it was, look, hey, yeah, sorry, we've cancelled. They're moving down the street. Blah blah blah.
Radio.
And this was the shit that happened at the venue anyway. Trans liberation. Because
all the drugs you guys take mean you guys can't hold a rifle steady anyways. Just miss me with your bullshit. Miss me with your bullshit. You got so
they will. They'll miss me. They'll miss me. They'll miss you.
They will miss me. Yes.
So of course, fuck around and find like what the fuck? Is a crocodile or an alligator?
Again, all of your hormone therapy is making you weaker to become trans women. I'm gonna be stronger than you.
Like, yeah.
Like you fuck around and find out.
More like, oh, trans folk are in danger. Like, get the fuck out.
You're not in danger. At least from everyone else.
I did see this one. It was like verbal abuse, like insulting
that's understandable.
And then traditional roles and rigid gender-based escalates to harassment, escalates to rape, escalates to murder. Like, give me a fucking break.
Okay, it's understandable. You don't want to obey normal gender roles. Yeah. That's fair. I get it. I can get behind a lot of that stuff. But stop.
You know what? Yeah. You know what escalates to murder? Riots. So it's the murderer of David Dawn, who was
finally
protecting a store. Yes, finally gets a bit of fucking justice
in Missouri
after 2 years. Yeah,
fucking St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis. Yeah,
looks like the deadliest city after DC, something like that.
Found guilty. I don't know what was he sentenced.
Sentenced due to be sentenced in September.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
But yeah, finally some fucking justice.
So
I watched it. I watched the live stream of that as it was happening, not the footage afterwards. I watched the footage of David Dawn bleeding out in the street live during the riots. It was fucking rough.
More response to anti-TERF stuff.
God, I saw this shit too. Quidditch changed its name. She should be suing a lot of you.
It's totally because of J.K. Rowling and not because Disney owns the fucking thing. No, Disney, Warner Brothers. Someone owns the thing and wanted
Warner
them
still
use
owns
it.
Harry Potter, I believe. Yeah.
So,
or at least for the movies. Ridiculous. Yeah. But she should have been suing the shit out of them for copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your favorite story of the week?
Yeah, good on you, mate. Onias. The title is very self-explanatory. Yep.
That's your local, isn't it?
Actually, my brother and my mum live out in Toowoomba, so it is technically by extension local to me. But yeah, young bloke and his missus were having a bit of loving in the local courthouse and
got
caught a couple of times and asked to stop. And then as soon as they walked away, get back on top, baby. Yeah.
The court was told it was simply a matter of exuberance of youth.
Get it in, son. Get it in.
Get up at.
Get it up, yeah.
They were captured on CCTV moving to seating in the eastern area. So they weren't even in a public bathroom.
No,
They
they
just
were just
did
sitting
it on the seats.
in public in the court. Yeah, just sit on my lap, baby,
Look,
and
there
put
were
it
girls,
in. And
when I was
it's
in high
literally
school,
what happened.
When I was in high school, there were girls who did it in the quad.
Yep.
They
Just sitting on the boyfriend's laps.
Yeah,
and,
that's right. So I guess it's not unheard of, but
No, but in a fucking courthouse. Oh yeah.
Yes.
By the way, Americans, this is Australia. Actually, no, this is more strict than Australia.
yeah, no, it's not.
Or maybe where you live, we can have.
In Wales, this is not a. You don't get issued a C summons for having a gel blaster. It gets treated exactly the same as an illegal weapon.
Fuck, we can have gel blasters in Queensland.
Yeah, you're the only state.
But I think that's actually going to be on the way out soon.
Well, you're the only state that's allowed to have gel blasters.
Oh shit! I thought there was more of us, but
no, West Australia banned them recently. That was the other state.
Fucking hell.
So yes, New York NYPD released this the other day. Why, you say? Oh, because they shot someone. They shot someone playing with one.
It's Tamir Rice all over again.
This guy was I can't get any clarification on what he was actually wielding. The articles say a water pistol.
A gel blaster, Margoose. So
yes, a gel blaster.
Instead of a BB gun, it fires a little gel projectile that splats and breaks up.
So
and
think airsoft, but with even
gel beads.
lighter, like little balls of
gel and water. Yeah.
Gel and water, yeah.
No, so imagine a BB. BBs. Imagine little watery gel pellets that break open and they splat and they So it still stings when they hurt, but they're not a ball bearing.
These things.
Not in New York. You can't. In my state in Australia, you can still have these.
Yeah.
But New York is treating them like an air rifle.
Where Tim lives, you can have them.
Yeah.
You can buy them. I can buy them. I live in a state where they're illegal, but I can still buy them.
Yeah, they're functionally the same as a BB gun, just a different kind of ammo.
But they are highly illegal. They are treated exactly the same in my state as if I had an illegal firearm.
So they're treated like an air rifle.
And just to add insult to injury, the gel balls themselves are, I shit you not, treated as ammunition.
Yep.
So if you have gel balls on you, the police can arrest you and sentence you to 5 to 7 years in prison.
Yep.
for having illegal ammunition.
Yeah,
but these stories say that he had a water gun. So they say a toy water gun. So he was shot by an off-duty corrections officer.
So there's no body cam.
No body cam. No, wasn't in the line of duty. He was on his way to work.
Yeah, a little bit less than.
They're
paintballs.
actually, they're less than paintballs.
They still sting a bit.
Yeah. So they're light. You get about 200 feet per second out of that, like from the barrel.
Yep. It's functionally the
some
same
blasters are electric. Some blasters are CO2. Theoretically, the one I have is CO2. If I were to have one, which I don't, because that would be illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why the January 6th committee came up on here, but this is actually a story about the Bronx thing. So yeah, he was firing it. It says toy water gun. I think they're all the same source.
Yeah, they're not a water.
I did see something that indicated that it was a gel blast, but because like the article says, it's a new Nerf gun that shoots water.
It doesn't shoot water for a start. It's like,
and I couldn't find anything about a new Nerf gun that shoots water.
And unless he had,
like, what's the best Nerf water guns? Nerf Super Soaker Scatter Blaster.
Yeah. No, they are.
Yeah, that's a Nerf gun. So Nerf has the Super Soaker brand. So yeah, it could have just been a Super Soaker.
But I believe I could swear that the weapon that they were the rifle looking one that they were showing is the one that he may have been using, but I guess who knows.
Essentially, it's like, oh, hey, this is.
It's
you all
functionally
killed
the
a kid,
same.
and then a few hours later tweeted this. Fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, playing with a water gun. Maybe it was a legit water gun. Maybe it's not a Tamir Rice situation who had just had a toy gun.
Yeah.
look like a real gun. Maybe he had a super soaker and the cop shot him.
Yeah.
Because the cop was trigger happy.
Yeah. And it's not even a cop. It's fucking...
Or corrections officer, which
corrections officer.
Which would be Elio anyway, but either way, Fed.
So yeah, piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ripper's campaign.
Yeah.
As a little update from last week.
Yeah, he's hit polling. He's gone past 3 million.
Near as I can tell, he didn't issue any orders.
Yeah,
he was
intervened, thought he was in danger.
He thought he was in danger, and he just opened up on the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ripper's at 3.2 million almost, which is fucking awesome.
Nice.
Until PayPal decided not to give him the money.
Yes. Now Ripper had the foresight and intelligence to not push PayPal as a payment method, but customers wanted him to offer PayPal, so he did. But this doesn't screw him over. He's already getting the money through other means. If you paid through credit card, then he's already got the money.
I think he's got everything except like 1.2 million of what's there.
Exactly.
PayPal's holding on to about 1.2
Yeah,
million.
he still has most of the money. And again,
he had his own money too. Like he had already fully funded this himself before he went out to pre-order because he didn't want
It's
a
just
situation like this.
if you donated through PayPal, then PayPal has stolen your money.
Yep.
Because they don't want to work with Ripper.
Yes.
So, but he's still going to send everything out because he's a good businessman and he wants your money. So,
Yeah. And that's all I have for bits.
If you want your money, go to PayPal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's all I had for bits and pieces. I did have Irony Corner, where Health Canada has recalled more than 10 million packs of cigarettes because they're a fire hazard.
Oh, Lord. Fuck Canada. Sorry. Fuck Canada. I'm glad Viva got out.
And my final bit, a company that claimed it would use the blockchain to help reforest the earth has recently set off a 35,000-acre wildfire in Spain. And this is the second time they've done it this month.
What do they mean by using the blockchain? Like
it's just a corporate carbon offset company.
Oh, okay.
So here's the story. Corporate carbon offset company accidentally starts devastating wildfire.
Oh, the Dutch. No, you own this one. This is yours. Your fault.
Yeah, it's a Dutch reforestation company. They've accidentally set Spain on fire twice.
Oh my God. I didn't realize there was that much forest in Spain to set alight.
So, yeah.
Oh my God.
And that's all I had.
Crazy.
That's all I had this week. So
that was a pretty packed show, to be honest. That was a lot of content.
Yeah. And Thames abandoned us. I think he's fallen asleep.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's nearly midnight over there.
So
oh.
So yeah, that's it. That's all, folks.
I
don't even think Flashcast is on.
It's on.
It is?
I thought I saw it, or was that the not Flashcast stream?
It's
on. It's on.
Yeah, okay.
It's on.
Okay, so
Lofty's on. I'm not fucking watching that shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it either.
No.
I'm going to go and make my lunch. So thank you, everybody, for joining.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
It was fun. And yeah, same time next week.
Same time next week. Remember, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Share, subscribe.
We all have to say it. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, that's right. We
want to welcome all South Park parents.
Damn it, that's not the cut one. Wrong one. I have to delete that. I have to figure out where I put it. No, that's okay, El.
You got to join us next time, El. That's all right. Welcome
anytime. You're in the Discord now, so the show link will just be there.
Oh, wonderful.
So, all right, everybody. Peace.
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 Peace.